you started a shop because you were passionate about it, or were you just not employable? Because it's kind of sounded like it.
You guys have built some pretty cool stuff. No Coast Custom and Rod Shop. Welcome everybody back. Another episode of Oil and Whiskey. This week in studio, in person, all the way from the middle of the earth, middle of USA, Nebraska. We give Mishler, Nebraska and Kansas are the same,
it's
right?
Basically the same, yeah.
I know y'all hate each other, but let's face it, it's this. If you blindfolded me, took me to the other state, and to ask me where I was at,
you'd never know.
No, you'd never know. But it's technically Kansas, Nebraska. Which one?
Nebraska.
Iowa's pretty close too.
Yeah.
We're kind of in the corner there.
Not a lot going for it either. That's a
hence the name No Coast, right?
Yeah.
Middle
of nowhere.
Yeah. Ben and Zach.
Mm-hmm.
clever name. Me not thinking straight today. I'm
You gonna tell the truth?
Yeah.
Gonna tell the truth?
I'm like, where are those guys from? They West Coast Cali guys? Josh's like, the name is No Coast. Like, didn't even think about that. Like, it's clever.
Yeah, that actually came. We were doing work for a guy, and he was paying me, and he goes, "No Coast, right?" No, but I really like that name. Looked it up, and nobody had used it, so that's what we went with.
It's good.
It is good.
It's good. It's clever. I mean, there's no K in it, right? No,
there's no
it's
custom
Coast
with a K.
Coast with a C.
Well, then you can go right into no cost.
Yeah. We get that one a lot. No cost custom.
This is no cost, right?
Yeah.
No, this is a really a good one. We like the name No Coast, and it's also custom and rod shop spelled correctly. So No Coast Custom and Rod Shop. It lays it all out there. There's not any.
Makes for a long email, but
Yeah, but it says the things it needs to say and worded correctly. I don't know if you've caught some of our previous episodes. We have some things that rub us the wrong way, and
Not making a ton of friends, I guess, right, with some of those comments, but look, it's all in good humor.
Fun.
It's fun.
I
Fun-
look at it as
fun
because
games.
when you spell custom with a K, you are segmenting yourself to a certain type of build, and you can be custom with a K if you build customs with a K, right? If you build lead sleds and bombs and custom car culture type of builds, don't do it because the K looks cooler than a C, right? That's
yeah, I agree.
just to make it like custom, fast. Like
Who did that in the first place? Was it Barris, I guess?
I don't know where it
that's a
came
good
from.
question.
It must have been, probably.
Was he customs with a K?
Oh, definitely.
Yeah. Barris Customs. Maybe Barris was the first. It's a really good question.
I don't know.
I bet you Eric Black would know, or he would fake like he knew. Like,
You think?
yeah, he was like part of the culture.
Throwing all the shots right in the beginning, huh?
Get him out of the way.
I like Eric a lot.
With friends like these, who needs enemies, right?
That's, of course. And
Yeah. Oh, the enemies are the ones that get on YouTube. That's the ones that make hurtful comments about you on YouTube that you're not friends. Like all the ones that your driving videos. Those are what you consider enemies because they take it a little further than what your friends would.
Maybe, yeah. They're more direct shots.
Yeah, it's the ones that are actually hurt. Oh, shit. My face really looks like that? My friends have never told me.
Yeah, we'll see. Dude, the season is approaching where we're going to start pumping some YouTube comment out there. So,
Well, let's get into it. I'm glad you guys could make it out here. You guys have built some pretty cool stuff. I got some teaser images of something that you're building for SEMA. You had it in bare metal at Grand National, right?
Yep, we had it.
57.
Yep, a couple years ago we took it to Grand National. Probably, I'd say 70% ready.
Based on some of the pictures I've seen where it is now, I don't know if it was that far along. You've taken it up a couple of notches since Grand National.
Yeah, we were really worried about taking it out there because that was our first time ever going to that show. So, a lot of the thoughts like, what the hell are we doing? Everybody's going to be laughing at us, whole way there. We were thinking that, but went over really well. That was a great show to go to, great show to debut it. And, so now we're in final primer. Got the engine bay painted and everything this last weekend, underside done, so chassis getting assembled. So
Hopefully as you speak, right?
Well, yeah, they're supposed to be assembling it.
Better keep your phone handy.
Yeah.
So I can have a question.
Text Riley
Man.
and see if he's
Boss
see if
is
he's
away.
done yet.
Yeah.
You got a second? You're not going to believe what happened.
So, dude, these fucking jack stands, man. And I fucking hate these jack stands. You know? What happened?
Do you ever have the, we won't go too far, incriminate anybody. There's the employee that makes a mistake, that makes mistakes and is upset about it and owns it, you know, and you work through it. Then there's the employee that makes the mistake and then somehow they get so pissed off about that mistake, then it makes it more of a thing. And it's like they're trying to show you how mad they are well, and it's this thing's fault and it's this thing's fault. And it's like, no, we could just end with, I screwed up, I'm sorry.
It's a deflection, dude.
And that's the thing. We need to have a meeting about some of this so this never happens again. And that's...
Have you guys ever had the employee that'll make a mistake and then blame you for the mistake?
Oh, of course.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's
We
another
had
one.
the all-time best one ever. I'm not going to say what happened, but what happened was really bad. And the thing that would have prevented it from happening was on the final punch list that I had made at the time. And this is years and years ago when we were a young company. And when I brought it up and he was told that he didn't know, and I said, well, it's on the fucking punch list, dude, right here, and it's checked off. Oh, you know, those are handwritten. Like, these need to be, like, typed up or something. You know, we should type these up. Okay. Remember that one?
Yeah.
That would have changed it.
Yeah, well, at least you learn now they're typed, right?
Yeah, no, they're fucking typed. Yeah. So if you live and learn.
I thought you were going to go with the Coke machine. That's still my all-time favorite.
The Coke machine was a great one, and unfortunately, that gentleman's no longer with not only us, but, you know,
Any of us.
any of us. Yeah.
Is that because of his behavior? Is that why that's what he's called?
No, he wasn't on the Coke machine.
There were issues that started when we got a new Coke machine.
Oh, okay.
And that somehow spread through car fabrication and caused issues on
It
a
was
car.
it was paint. It was the paint
yeah.
process.
Because of the
it's-
Coke machine.
We were
Yes.
having, I'm sure everybody's battled this before, you know, you get, something happens, you get a little solvent pop, you get some fish eyes, you're trying to figure out what happened. And, you know, I hate to be a conspiracy theorist here, but I'm just going to say it. You know, as soon as we got that fucking Coke machine, ever since that damn Coke machine's been here, all of a sudden, everything's gone to shit. Like, dude, the Coke machine's in the lunchroom on the other end of the fucking shop. And just to explain, I'd love to hear the rationale behind how that affected anything in the paint booth.
Well, the grease for the mechanisms. I mean,
Oh,
there's
there's all-
endless.
It's got a
The
WD-40
Coke itself. I mean, have you seen what it does to Mentos? I mean, Jesus, it's hard to believe that we can even
Yeah.
paint a car in this facility.
Fisheye or solvent pop, and the issues I've heard over 25 years of where, I mean, blame it on the chemtrails, to the new factory that's 25 miles down the road, to, you know, never could it be, you know, a process or an application
No, it can't be.
issue. There's never a time of a stack up or it's got to be, yeah. And the funny thing is that level of person too, sometimes you question, you're happy that they made it to work, right? Based on some of the things that they, other life choices that they make and drive and stuff. But when it comes to diving into the technological and mechanical, chemical properties of what could have gone wrong in a lab for
Bill Nye the Science Guy. all of a
yeah,
sudden.
it's like, well, man, I actually looked at this, you know, and the Farmer's Almanac says, you know, that we're going to have a higher than standard humidity. And, you know, the last time, 17 years ago, when we did this, it was actually 36 degrees.
And it makes perfect sense. You look at that, the coefficient with the pressure drop, and you cross that out with the, you know, just the general shop air. It's,
Yeah.
you know,
Dude, your fly is open, right?
shit. You are pissing yourself right now.
I'm sure you've never dealt with anything remotely like that.
So I was a painter, so I was the one coming up with all that.
Let's crack open some bourbon. Get this
Yeah.
Let's do that.
Yeah.
Get this party started.
Yeah, so this is actually from Lincoln. So
Okay.
Sideshow Spirits there, they distill their own. It's called their Double Barrel. I've never tried it.
Let's give it a run.
Good friend of mine recommended it, so I'll give her a shot.
Lincoln, Nebraska.
Downtown Lincoln's pretty cool. We stayed there when we did the first Wheel Hub thing.
Yeah.
Pretty cool little town.
Yeah, we enjoy it. A lot of car culture there, and you know, you got Speedway, the museum, everything there.
Yeah.
So
So as Jeremy's pouring this, how did this all get started? You guys have been buying chassis from us for a while. You've been building some cool stuff that I'm sure we're going to get into. But how did this all happen?
Well, are you guys going to ask my first car? Or are we
That
going
comes
to do
at the
it?
end.
now?
We
It
gotta
comes at the
build
end,
a
so
knowledge
don't-
base.
So I got to leave some stuff out. I guess,
Okay, you can
so,
dance around it.
Yeah.
Here, give me that one. I was rubbing my hand inside of it.
So we started. Well, I started. I mean, I was middle school reading. You guys remember Truckin' magazine?
Oh yeah.
So had a subscription to Truckin', and I'm supposed to be doing my schoolwork, and that's in between my book, reading that.
The old days of trucking was influential on my life in many of ways.
Oh yeah.
All the good ways.
Do we
Yeah.
start with a cheers, or
Let's start with
what's
a
the proper
cheers.
etiquette here?
Yeah, cheers.
Thanks for having us.
Thank you guys for making the trip.
Appreciate it.
Just about went down.
Right. Oh. That was back in the day when trucking was like a fucking encyclopedia, right?
Oh, big, thick boy.
Yeah, they
Because people would run like 17-page ads, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Who was the guys that did all like the bumpers and grills?
Bumper
Street
boys.
scene.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah, I think APC was another one.
APC had a bunch of them.
Yeah.
Street scene trends.
That magazine used
Street
to be able
scene
to
was old
carry you
Spagnola's
through
place.
like a good 2.5-hour plane ride.
Oh, yeah.
It was good content.
Well, let's all face it. The Beltec ads were the best. The Beltec ads always
Bikini
won.
chicks.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Was always kind of into trucks and everything, and then turned 16. Didn't really have a place to work on a car, so me and a buddy rented some apartment garages through high school. We were doing engine swaps, working on our own stuff, out of these apartment garages.
Clever approach for a start.
We didn't have
Local,
anywhere.
cheap.
Yeah.
Didn't have anywhere to go, and so we actually ended up getting 3 in a row, and then we took the OSB out of there so we could walk in
Blew it out.
between the beams. So yeah,
That's clever.
did that for quite a while actually, probably 4 years. Then kind of took a little break from it and was working a manufacturing job. We have Kawasaki there in Lincoln, so I worked there as a welder, and then did that for a couple of years. And one day I'll be honest, it felt like prison there. You'd walk clear to the back of the building and weld for 8 hours, and we had mandatory overtime, so Saturdays, and I worked second shift, so always there. One day,
Are you building anything cool at least? Like
the mules.
250? Yeah.
So
Chassis stuff or like components? What?
yep, components, roll bars, the chassis.
That actual manpower welding those, huh? Figured
Yeah.
they'd be robotic.
There's some
Yeah, back
robots.
then. Like
Yeah.
pre-robots.
Yeah, there was robots. So one of the jobs that I did was A-arms. So you'd assemble it in the robot would weld it, and then I think I had like 5 or 6 other little things to weld. And I remember one day welding, you could always hear the sound when the robot would get off, and it just sounds like a plasma cutter just slicing it. And I walked over there and I just hit it with my hammer. I'm like, ooh, that was a mistake. And then so I'd flip on my light, and team lead comes over. He's like, what happened? I'm like, I don't know. I just heard this loud bang, and then he must have hit the wall.
He crashed.
must not have had cameras back then. I guess.
No, they did not. But yeah, from there, I walked out one day just because I was done with it, and I was on the wait list for the local community college to go for auto body. So my father-in-law also works at that college. There's a 2-year wait for the body and paint program, so he got me bumped up and then started school about a week later, I think.
Probably shouldn't say that. He probably wasn't supposed to bump you up, was he?
Well, I think
Statute
somebody
of limitations were good.
Gotcha.
dropped off. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So yeah, now I don't think there's quite that wait to get into it.
Yeah, the one he bumped got dropped off, right?
Yeah. Well, hell, I think we
ruined
started
that
with
guy's
like
Yeah, you haven't heard what happened to him.
That dude's welding A-arms at Kawasaki.
Somebody else dropped off. There's an
Yeah.
opening. Yeah.
yeah. So
What year was this?
that would have been 06.
Okay.
I believe. Yeah. So went through the body program. That was 18 months or so. Then just was kind of trying to figure it out. I kind of got a job with a local shop, just kind of cash under the table deal, waiting to get a real job.
Collision center or custom shop?
He kind of did a little restoration, but he did some collision stuff too, and at that time, my metalworking skills were not great, but he was enamored with what I was doing. I'm like, man, this is dog shit, but okay. So then from there, I got a job at a collision center, and I was a painter. So I was painting 5-6 cars a day. But actually, when I started that job, it was kind of funny because the technical college, they do a really good job of preparing you. But I think we maybe painted 5 cars when I was there.
Yeah.
You know, my first day, there's 5 cars to paint.
Yep.
And, I royally fucked up the first time, right out of school. You think you're going to be a painter. You think you're the big dog. And
They just threw you right in the booth.
right in there. There was nobody there to train. There was no other painter. And,
Did you just run the shit out of it?
oh, yeah. Yep. So next day he used to handwrite lists of what to do and not typed.
Yeah, so those meant nothing.
Yeah. So, the next day, prepper. That was what I was doing. So I did that for about 6 months, and then the other guy was gone, and I actually was able to paint some stuff, and then I was promoted to painter after that. So,
What made you go to the trade school to do body work in the first place? Was it when you're doing welding and stuff? Was it I really want to do body work, or is it from getting into the custom side, or?
So that was the thing that I didn't know anything about. You'd see a paint scale and 4-to-1, 2-to-1, 3. What the hell does this mean? So I just didn't have an understanding of what it was, and I was paying a guy to work on a car that I had, and he was it kept getting fucked up. He didn't use sealer or anything. The car was red, and I was trying to paint it like a gunmetal gray. You could see the red through the gray. And I just thought to myself, like, well, I can fuck it up. So,
Right.
So I decided to go to school for body and paint because I thought, then I can pretty much do anything I need to do. So turns out I really enjoyed it. But yeah, so then after working at that, or while I was working at that collision center, me and a couple buddies rented a little mini shop. And around the corner from us was a hot rod shop. There'd always be cool stuff out there, and so I'd drive by that every day. So basically after work, I'd get done at 5. I'd go work in the little mini shop doing side jobs or working on my own car or whatever. And then one day I just decided to reach out, and the paint rep was the paint rep for both of us. So he got us hooked up together, and I don't know, something just didn't jive at that point. I think he had hired somebody else, so it just kind of passed. So I just continued to work at the collision shop. And then I'd say it was probably about a year later, I ended up losing my job there. And it worked out that other guy.
What were you doing again? What'd you get fired for?
Farting around.
That's what I was.
Farting around?
So we.
I just heard this story the other day. That's why I had to bring it up.
Was that on the official write-up?
Yeah. It's
Or was that just verbal?
It was a verbal. And you guys have had collision shops. You don't fire your only painter.
Yeah, you usually want to have somebody kind of ready to roll. The car's got to go out the door.
So I think it was one of those deals like he wanted me to beg, and I'm like, okay, fine, see ya.
Well, bye.
But no, the deal was, so as a painter, we'd do prep and clean the cars. We buffed every single car. So every day in the morning, you get there at 7:30, and I had 3 cars to rub out and buff, and then prep the other ones and paint and do all that.
Coming out of like paint school, they told you just sit there with your hand. Somebody puts the gun in with the paint in, and you just
go
back and forth, right?
I think you guys touched on that on one of them. There's a guy waiting for you with the cup ready.
Yeah, fireworks go off when you enter the booth.
Yeah.
Somebody with a little fan.
Yeah.
Slam the gun down when you're done and walk out, and there's people to handle everything else.
So, it was a Friday. We washed the floor down every day, so I had washed the whole back shop, cleaned up the 3 of the cars that were ready to go, waiting on a body guy to put the other one together. So one of the guys that worked there was just showing me a mini trucking magazine, and I happened to be over there. Owner saw me and decided to call me in after work, and that was that.
No more farting around.
Nope, no more farting around.
Or a lot more farting around.
Yeah,
Well,
one of the
A lot
two.
more time to
Yeah.
fart around.
Not on his time.
Yeah. So ended up getting hooked back up with that hot rod shop, and he offered me a job, but there was a test. So the first test was to paint a blown small block. So did that, aced it. He was happy with it, and then he goes, well...
He just needed that fucking motor painted.
So then he had a Buick station wagon. And he's like, well, why don't you try to spray this stuff? This is a little more difficult. It was a single-stage concept PPG with 2021 mixed in. So I think I painted the front end of that car and then the tailgate. And, thinking back on it, yeah, he just wanted free labor. So
I should start doing that with, working interviews. Just, bring my own shit in. You're like, all right, dude, so here's the deal. This whole motherfucker's got to get painted.
So from there, worked there a couple of years. I learned quite a bit about the hot rod industry. It was completely different than collision side of things. Got into metal fab. That was where I learned how to TIG weld. Trying to think what all we did.
Are they building high-end hot rods, or is this sort of local cruise night type stuff?
Yeah, he built some high-end stuff. Yeah. I know one of the trucks that he had done, it's qualified for truck of the year.
Okay.
But we had a panel, a 49 panel, I think, Chevy panel. So me and the other guy pancaked the roof, and he's teaching me how to do that. Made some wheel tubs, some floor stuff. At that time I'd never even heard of a pole max. He had a pole max and all that kind of stuff. So mainly my job was body and paint, but worked there a couple of years. We kind of just had our difference of opinions. We're still friends today, but I just don't think it would have worked out there. Then from there I decided I wanted to chase the money again and went back to collision and worked at another shop for a couple of years doing body work. Then that shop ended up folding up, and my girlfriend, my wife now, said, well, you're always working at night, doing this stuff. Why don't you just try to make a go at it? So that's...
And you're
I bet she's regretted that about 100,000 times.
Oh, yeah, probably. Because, it doesn't stop. I mean... And I keep telling myself, this is the year I'm going to be home on the weekends. I'm going to, but it's difficult. So
would you say that you did it, you started a shop because you were passionate about it, or were you just not employable? Because it's kind of sounded like, dude, I don't want to be a dick, but it's kind of
there could be there's a fine line there. Yeah. I think
out of necessity.
I think now I'd be really employable.
Learned a lot of valuable lessons.
Yeah.
For sure, right? Yeah.
But yeah, so I didn't really have anything in the shop, just my own car, a few little side jobs. So in the beginning, we just did whatever we could to stay afloat, and we were doing a lot of car lot jobs. And then actually one day I got a call from the original collision shop I worked for, and he asked me if I'd be interested in doing some work for one of their accounts. They had an enterprise rent-a-car account. So
not a couple bumper jobs, huh?
No. We did roofs, and I mean, it's crazy what we were doing. But we would get 4 or 5 of those a week, and at that time we had low overhead. It was a really small shop, and
turn and burn.
Yeah, I mean, then I was actually making money.
Yeah.
So we did that for quite a while. And
especially when you know it's just going to come back in a week wrecked again. So
right,
it's just
yeah. And that's kind of how I knew he didn't mean to fire me, because he wasn't one to just farm stuff out. We never did that when I was working there. Yeah. So
well, he didn't have a painter.
Well, yeah,
he was gone.
He did at that time, but they were stacked up. So yeah, it's crazy. Those were enterprise rent-a-cars. They
I'm interested in this because I followed a very similar path, and there's some transitions, some major transitions in there of, you're doing what you can to stay afloat, right? Mm-hmm. Especially when you have a collision background, and you're doing stuff for all over, especially when you get some of those smaller contract stuff, and there'll be a small car lot, and then you've always got 5 or 6 cars at a time in there,
mm-hmm.
make some money. But then you obviously want to build hot rods and custom cars, right?
Right.
And you get that, maybe it's the first job or it's the second job, and there comes a pivotal time of, I can either do both of them halfway, or I can do half of my business full time. Like,
Yep.
what build was that, and what was that internal discussion like?
So I always knew that this was the path that I wanted to be on. It was just getting that first job because, I mean, as you guys have probably experienced, until you do one like that, nobody's just going to walk up and go, hey, build me a Riddler out of this 1,500 square foot
got
building.
All this money
Yeah.
that I know you're going to blow through and then want more. But I've just been looking for somebody
To take it.
to take it.
Somebody that
Like the
says
type of guy. Yeah.
Yeah. So,
It's generally the guy that seeks you out because, like, I bet you I can get this dude to do a bunch of shit for cheap.
oh, and we dealt with that also.
And that's just the way it is. It's
You gotta earn
you
your
can't complain
stripes.
about it. It's earning stripes and paying your dues, right? It's farm league. Like,
That's the.
there's a lot of shit they do in the minor leagues that you don't do in the major leagues that you're just gonna have to.
I don't know if they
Eat
cover
it.
that in Roger and Troy's class. I think it's the only thing they're missing. I'd imagine they don't encourage that.
No,
But I don't know. Honest to God, I don't know how you get started without doing it.
I don't.
You
Yeah,
know, without just eating it and putting in the time.
unless
You
there's
need-
a backer or unique situation financially wise where you can build
Yeah.
the thing on your own dime to
Right.
get the best business card.
You just need that business. You need that representation
Right.
of your work, and you've got to get it somehow. And you sure at that point you can't do it out of your own pocket.
The first business card that you could present would be a handwritten Post-it note, right? You need to figure out a way to take that handwritten Post-it note and make it appear really, really nice, even if it takes donating a shit ton. Where then the next one's at least a Xerox copy of something a little nicer, and then you go to finally you can be like, you know what? I can pay a graphic designer to design me a cool logo, and spell custom with a K and get them printed, right?
So in the beginning, I called myself Precision Body and Paint, and that's where that story comes along with the other guy that brought up the No Coast Customs thing. So that didn't really fit, and I was kind of trying to think of different names to call ourselves. So that all happened, and then one of the paint delivery guys said he's got a buddy that has a 55 Chevy. He's looking for somebody to do, and he'd seen the work that I was doing. It's not a normal, I was a trained professional doing car lot jobs. So he said, well, I think you'd be a good fit for this one. So we started on a 55 Chevy. It was a pretty decent car to start with.
What was the scope of work to start? Full build? Paint and body?
Paint and body. It kind of turned into a full build, but the owner did a lot of the mechanical side of it. But that one, I think we started on it. We were working on it maybe 6 months. Then it got put on hold. Same first collision shop. Said a guy had a 67 Beetle he wanted to do. So brought it down to the shop, started working on that. Then word just kind of started to get around that we were doing this kind of work. And at that time, there weren't too many shops doing old car stuff. So another crazy one that popped up was a guy down there wanted to build a 69 AMX, but he wanted it done in a month. So, being young and dumb.
Hell yeah.
I thought
Well, you just got done watching Overhaul.
Yeah.
So they do it on TV
That's what I was
all the
thinking.
time.
Like, it must have been right prime time when the TV shows were popping.
Yeah.
So we were contracted to do the body, so the sheet metal body paint. Had to do it in a month because he needed to get the car together and deliver it for Christmas for whatever. So me and the guy that was working for me, we got it done, and we got it done in a month. We'd get there at 5 o'clock in the morning, work till midnight, 1, go home for a little bit, and we did that for a month straight.
And he paid no problem.
No problem. And it was kind of weird. He somehow, I don't know, that guy can talk his way into whatever, but he got Auto Geek involved at that time, and they did a little YouTube video deal. I don't know if you guys are familiar with Bruno Massal.
The name sounds familiar.
He was involved with it, and they flew in like 5 guys to wet sand and buff the car that never wet sanded and buffed a car. So Mike Phillips and I had to teach him how to wet sand and buff this fresh car.
Nothing better than getting it done under a timeline and also having to train too.
Yeah.
What's the worst that could happen?
And it was black. So,
Yeah, that's usually pretty forgiving black.
yeah.
Did you put a silver highlight on this body line? Because it's starting to really pop.
So we got that one done,
Just keep saying.
and we
It'll be fine.
we ended up getting a 65 C10 project, and just really put time and effort in on that one. A lot of it was unpaid, but
What was your labor rate at that point in time?
30.
Holy shit.
Yeah.
What was your rent?
In the little shop, it was only $600 a month. So we were able to do that. It was a really hard transition to go from that to start stepping up the labor. I mean, it's still hard,
Yeah.
but
It's still pretty cheap too, actually.
yeah,
I
I
think
think
it is anyway.
reasonable. But yeah, so we put a lot of effort into that, and we were able to debut that. Do you guys remember Good Guys Day at the Hay? It was a one-day show in Lincoln.
Lived there for like 2 years.
2 or 3 years, I
3
can't
years, I
remember.
think.
Yeah. So we were able to do that, and customer pulled it down there. I mean, I think that night before I worked an all-nighter. So then I get a call in the afternoon or whatever, and he goes, "Hey, it's crazy. I pull in, and 10 minutes later, this guy tells me I'm parked in the wrong spot. I need to move." And he's like, "They moved me into the winner's circle." So he ended up getting McGuire's magnificent masterpiece with that. I think he went on to get a builder's choice or something with it.
That's awesome.
So
I bet he was stoked.
oh yeah, he was
Yeah.
super stoked. And then from there, I think we took that to a few other local shows, and we ended up getting a 69 Camaro that we're working on now. That little silhouette picture on the.
If you had to guess, while I pull this up, if you had to guess how much labor and or hours or dollars, do you think you donated on that C10?
At my labor rate, probably 40 grand worth.
Who paid more for that car, you or the customer?
Customer paid more, but I
Okay.
mean, it was
The partnership.
yeah, it was a partnership. Yeah.
That's looking cool.
So we ended up getting that car because he saw the truck, and he pulled it from another shop, and then we pretty much ended up redoing everything, and that thing has grown into this crazy project. So, we're going to try and debut that one in California this year. But we're, now we're getting into machining the bolts or facing the bolts, Cerakoting them. So his deal with that car was he wanted everything black. And I go, everything? It was everything.
Wow.
Okay. So
You're going to do, where in California this year?
for Sloniker.
Sloniker.
Roads,
Okay,
yeah.
so
A little wide body action on that thing. How you pulled those,
Yeah,
pulled the body lines out?
Yep, a little bit. We moved the windshield frame down because it's got flush glass, so it lines up with the side windows.
Yep.
It's got some machined vents that are actually functional in the rear. It's kind of got a lower valence setup. You can't see it in that picture because it's so dark. But
Yeah.
It's got a pretty sweet chassis underneath it too.
yeah, it does have a nice chassis under it.
Hell yeah. Is that fast track under that?
Yeah.
Nice.
Yep. But yeah, that one we've done some machine work with the intake. He wanted a dual snorkel type intake, so our buddy at Atomic Machine, TJ, he worked with us, and that was before he even had a 3D scanner. So we're plotting points and doing that. But we designed this 4-piece intake that I TIG welded together and everything. It's a little dual snorkel and kind of. To be honest with you, it just looks like a plastic intake, but a lot of work went into
Yeah.
that.
well, that'll be cool.
Yeah.
Then, I mean, it obviously just kind of snowballs after that. When throughout that process are you saying this collision stuff? I just can't do this anymore.
Oh, I still do it
Do you really?
every once in a while. Every
Okay.
once in a while, it'll have to be for the right customer.
Yeah.
And, I'll spend a weekend doing something. It's got to be the right size job, but put a little extra money in my pocket.
Yeah.
But
Well, you guys know how it is. Every one of your customers with a hot rod has other cars
Yep.
too, and they develop this relationship. They're like, "Well, I want you to work on this," or
It's so difficult to say no. It's more difficult to say no to some of those jobs than it is to even go up on your labor rate with existing customers.
Right.
The thought of, I'm paying you X amount of hundreds of thousands of dollars to build, what may be my second or third build with you. Mm-hmm. The fact that you're capable of doing these one-off things and to this, you know, custom level, and you can't like fix my daughter's, you know, Civic that, you know, it's like, yeah, but it's like door and quarter and like frame needs to be pulled and like it's really bad, and we're gonna like do it too nice because you're too good of a customer,
Right.
and then, you know, then you're gonna look at him like, I can't charge you that for a Civic. It's worth more than, I mean, it's the bill's worth. You have to just, I know we did. I say you have to. Finally, it was like,
That's it.
because you're pulling off of other customers' jobs, and you're pulling this, and you're just gumming up the works, and it's.
If the other jobs are there, then
Oh yeah,
the other jobs are there. Now you're a hot rod shop.
Oh, there's,
you know,
there's plenty of times where it's kind of like, well, mate, we could fit this in between here, and it fit. You're like, absolutely. Years ago, I remember sending you pictures of all those
The
Cadillacs.
Cadillacs.
That were-
yeah, but you were fucking with me. You told me you conned
I did.
some dealership out of giving them. To get us for
So we
free.
called Cadillac to give us 3 of them. It was when the CT6 had just came out, the
Okay.
bigger Cadillac, and a rollback came and dropped 3 of them off, 3 black brand new CT6s, V whatever. Like they're each like at that point in time it was $130,000 or $40,000 cars, and so I sent a picture to them. We're still working with Jonathan at that time, so I sent a picture of them. And they're like, "What the fuck is that?" And it's like, "Dude, you're not gonna believe it. At PRI, I ran into somebody from Cadillac and told them we were gonna like do some custom stuff, and they just sent us 3 of them. We're just gonna be able to, you know, do some cool stuff." I could tell by the lack of response or how long it took for a response that they're like super like pissed off about it. And it's finally like, yeah, fucking whatever, blah blah. And then I didn't say anything. They're like, dude, are you serious? Like, what's going on with that? And then I just what it was a local funeral home needed skirts put on the back of them, right?
Okay.
That they didn't make skirts, so we had to, you know, hand form some aluminum skirts, make them fasten and paint them, do some other little cool things on it. Not cool things, little small things. But it was one of those things. Is like, guy comes in, talks about it. I don't want to do this thing, blah blah. We've done some other stuff for this guy that owns a place. So you throw out an astronomical number, like, this is the polite way of doing it, right?
Yeah.
He's like, oh, no problem. I can have him here next week. You're like, oh, fuck. That means there was more meat on that bone.
Yeah.
Damn it.
Isn't it amazing the thing when you look back at the things that you did in like the early years when you were sort of scrambling for work?
Yeah.
You're just thinking through that. You remember the guy from the Cuneo Estates guy?
Yeah.
That used to bring a car here like every few months. So I don't know if you've seen him, right next door to Hawthorne Mall. There's now some like big tall apartments there.
Okay.
That was the Cuneo Estates. This dude was basically, it's like a family like the Vanderbilts or,
Okay.
you know, like that generation upon generation of just
like a
gazillions
40-acre estate
of dollars, right? And somehow this dude, he must have been an older guy, but he had like, you know, some dude that just handled his collection, his things. Wasn't necessarily a car guy, but he'd have like a lot of like luxury cars.
Okay.
And the guy was just kind of into some weird stuff and always
Alantes and stuff.
no, like, you know, whatever the latest big-bodied Mercedes
Okay.
was or SUV, and the guy would
You wanted
bring
a tweak or
he'd
touch?
bring him in, and then it was like he wants to put a valance on the back or like a diffuser on the back, but he didn't want. And I'd just be like, well, dude, let's buy like a bumper cover or like a, you know, some body kit. Absolutely not. It had to be something that nobody else could have. So, dude, we were taking these Mercedes and like fabbing the craziest aluminum, like full aluminum bumpers and things for the back. I mean, serious fabrication shit.
Right.
And the guy, he would pay whatever the hell it cost. We took whatever the high-end Mercedes SUV was at the time. We took the middle row out, the back seat, and moved it to the back row because he wanted more legroom.
It's like before they had the Maybach. We were
Yeah.
making
Yeah.
Maybach.
Yeah.
And dude, I mean, this guy, he'd pay. I mean, we were fair with him, but we'd charge what we had in it,
Yeah.
which was a shit ton of labor.
Yeah.
And he'd
I
pay
remember
for it, and dude,
it's
just-
so wild. There's so many of those stories. Like you said,
Yeah.
you do those, and at the time, you're kind of like, it's a means to an end, right? It's like, man, all right, we're getting paid, obviously, but the dream or the internal mindset or the ego of like, I want to be the big time hot rod builder, and I want the shop full of all these crazy high end or all in bare metal that we're doing it. It's like a thing of like, I don't want anybody to see that I'm doing this, and it's like, let's just get through this done. Now, like, you get to the point you're like, 5 or 6 of those wouldn't be that big of a deal. Like, I mean, bring those in here, they made good money.
we were welding like signs up for the village and like trying to like, you know, grease the wheels to make sure like,
Oh,
we
yeah.
had some connections.
Oh, yeah.
Anything that would come in the door.
And those projects, as aggravating as sometimes they were, like, it was still like, it was a beginning, a middle, and an end. You saw it leave. And you also weren't screwing with a bunch of stuff where, like, there was comebacks. Like, it was, you built a bumper cover and painted it, got paid, and...
Yeah, until some of them are like, it's sort of stuff you shouldn't be fucking with. When you pull all the interior out of a brand new Mercedes,
Bet you some things didn't go back together.
You're stretching things and you're moving electronics and things, and you're like, I shouldn't be doing this, but like, it's just,
Dash lights up like a Christmas tree.
Yeah, so
The yellow ones are always airbags. Just so you know.
we don't do a lot of that. Like, I mean, it's maybe one a year, but I'll offer it up to like the other body guys and say, hey, you guys want to make some money on a Saturday or a Sunday? And, I'll give them X amount, over what they normally would make. And so it's just one of those deals. Like I said, maybe once a year. I think it's been a couple of years since we've done one. But we'll do every once in a while, little projects like that'll pop up. We just made some trim clips for Duncan Aviation as another company in Lincoln. And, it's one of those deals. You bid it high, and it's like, oh, okay, we'll do that.
No, you bid it low.
Yeah.
Don't tell anybody.
Nobody listens to this. You're fine.
Yeah. So, but yeah, we've done a lot of random weird things. I don't know how far you guys scrolled back, but we've done work on a couple Willys, the Jeepster thing there.
I was going to ask you about this Jeepster.
I like the Jeepster.
I do too, and I generally.
What do you think? Big block in that fucker, Phil?
There you go fast.
I don't like those.
You just
I don't. I'm not a Jeep guy, and now we've worked on a couple of them, and it's like, what? Why are these still coming?
But there's just
You found a little niche, and they can't.
It's cool. I was checking that out. You did there's some high end stuff on it. We have a joke, me and Phil, with the Jeepsters, because my dad was into. He had terrible taste in vehicles. Not to say that I don't like those, because I do. Cause they have got some. It's a neat sort of unusual vehicle, but he grew up and went to. I think it was like Lake. He told me the story. Went to like Lake Geneva and the little marina. They had a bunch of those Jeepsters, and that's what they were using to pull everybody's boats in and out of the water. And I guess it's something that just resonated with him and stuck. He always wanted to build one, and we would never fucking let him. And he'd be like, yo, let's put a fucking big block in that thing. A fucking big block 502. Make that thing fucking go fast. What do you think? Huh? What do you think?
Still not cool.
Yeah. We're trying to do what we can to make it as cool as it can be, but yeah, it's an odd duck. But that air cleaner is actually from the 57.
okay.
So, but I think we'll probably end up using it on there. It
Repurpose for the show.
It looks really good.
Yeah. So it was one of those, I did not want to do it. The guy brought the idea up, and I go, well, you can just buy one of those already done pretty nice. For
I've had that conversation with a lot of guys. So I'll level with a customer and be like, dude, just buy one, man.
Yeah.
Buy it, get it out of your system.
And
let's build something else.
So
I don't know why. I don't know why I like it.
I do.
It's not.
I like them, and I like the later ones too, because they're a little more obscure. They're funky. It's got more of a Jeep
different,
grill on it as they got into like the later 60s.
Yeah. That's
that one
thing.
That one's got the early grill. That's a 49, but we're fabricating a hood for it right now from scratch because, of course, when you start gapping everything out, Jeep was not intending one to be that nice. So
They weren't even still supposed to be around.
No. That one barely was. I think it came in on like a Wagoneer chassis, and when we took the body off, the chassis just folded in half.
Damn.
So
I think that's what makes the industry kind of fun, though, when you see guys doing weird, wacky stuff. You look at the thing. That's
and
Ron Jones knocking that out of the park. Like, dude, somebody's got to venture out there and do some weird stuff.
So, yeah, that's a 58 Porsche 356 that we're doing. And that thing, we've literally touched every single piece of metal. It looked like it was a boat anchor behind the Titanic. I mean, there wasn't anything left of it. So we've either had to fabricate it or, there's a lot of panels available for those as well. I've got pictures of that where it's just...
Well, you see that door, right?
Yeah, that's exactly how everything was.
Like a dog
eaten
ate my homework.
by mice.
Acid dipped it for too long.
Yeah, it looked pretty good before you acid dipped it.
Yeah, we took it to clean and strip out here and had it dipped, and it's like, holy crap, this thing's gone.
They could get away with some stuff with that older Bondo.
Yeah.
Like you could just
tell you.
hide anything, no shrinking.
Oh, I think
Yeah.
You couldn't tell
pave
there's
roads with
anything
it.
there. Yeah.
I think you fix the potholes in Chicago and you would have no problem with it.
Never
Stuff.
touch them again.
Yeah.
The nose of that thing was not even exaggerating, an inch and a half thick, easily. And after we got it dipped, we realized that it had already been punched in the front once, and then somebody brazed the nose on there, and then that one got punched. I mean, then they just bonded it up. Yeah, that one's
Pretty neat little cars.
They are.
What's the play? More restoration stuff or like an outlaw or what's
That
the,
one
the vibe?
for right now is just a restoration project. So, and we won't, early on we would do some of the restoration stuff, but now, I mean, it's gotten so expensive. You can't, a guy with a 66 Impala you can't restore that for him.
Yeah.
It just doesn't make any sense. Where those actually have some value to them to
Sure.
where it makes a little more sense. So
You're doing a lot of paint and body for Roger as well, I see.
Andy?
You're doing some for... oh, never mind. Yeah, Andy.
Yeah.
I was looking at something different.
We did, we helped out on the Buick. That was the first one that we really helped with, and I think it was a week before they were leaving for California with that one, and show up, and it's like,
Down to the wire.
Are you sure? So we did the chassis on the Pontiac. I think we went to his shop for a week, and then we finished it out at our shop. So, yeah, that was a pretty cool project to be a part of. But,
How'd the 57 come about?
guy, I'm trying to think. Through a couple people, just word of mouth, I guess. They had heard about us and then talked to the paint rep. And originally, we were just supposed to do the body and paint. And they had a chassis on order, and we got the car. Thing's a total pile. There was no way in hell we were going to be able to just do body and paint. And so we needed a chassis. Well, turned out the guy didn't actually order a chassis, so we took over the build at that point. And
Some things are often, forgotten about. Did I order one? Did I not order one?
Yeah.
Surely I've got one on
I
order.
don't know, there's a lot of parts.
Yes.
So we took over the build, ordered one of your guys' chassis, and it started as just, he wanted a nice driver, and then we
Like they do.
he kind of started to see what we were doing, and said, well, it'd be kind of cool if we did this. I've always wanted the exhaust to come out the bumper. Okay. Then
You started getting excited about it. And
Yeah,
seeing
you
some
started
of the
getting-
other projects too, I think.
Yep, started getting really excited about it. So that car, we've flattened the whole side of it, took all the bubble out of it. I think the trim,
How'd you tackle that? Because that
So-
is a tricky thing on Tri-5s that people, I don't think, recognize why some of them, like at a high level, why they look so damn good and why they're so difficult to make look that good.
so we actually used a shrinking disc on most of it.
Okay.
And then made a few cuts here and there. I talked to Will Posey about it at some point, and he told me, cut under the quarter panel. That'll take that bubble out of the right behind the door pretty easily.
In the wheel opening, or were you up
Right in front of the wheel opening behind the door.
Just
So
give it like a
just
like
a little
relief cut.
Yeah, just a little
To tuck
relief
it
cut
sort of-
into the rocker. Yeah.
Okay, gotcha.
But yeah, by the time we were done, the trim, I think each piece on the side I had to cut about an inch out of. It was that much flatter through there.
Wow.
But that car, pretty much the only thing original is the fenders, the hood, and the roof. We've had to replace everything else and fabricate everything else. The engine bay, we fabricated all that. So the radiator support idea, I'd always, you see guys doing Tri-5s, and they always do that kind of waterfall looking
Yep.
radiator cover. So I wanted to try and do something a little different.
3 most expensive phrases in hot rod building. Number 1, I want to paint it. Instantly.
Top of the list.
Number 2, well, while we're at it.
Yep.
I mean, it'd be cool if.
Number 3,
it'd be cool.
You know it would be cool. Yeah, that's exactly where I was going. You know it'd be cool.
Yeah.
You know it'd be cool if we painted it, and while we're at it, you better get out a paycheck.
Yeah, so I mean, that one, I really like that car. I think that thing's turning out really good.
Yeah, some of the stuff Mishler was showing me, whatever, that thing's going to be sweet.
I think so. We're doing blue, a dark blue color. And so the guy that owns it.
You like blue? You like blue?
Not that into blue. Yeah.
So the guy that owns it owns a juice store.
Okay.
Or multiple juice stores. So I like to screw with him a little bit. And so I mixed up a custom color. And so I named it Boo Berry just to screw with him. So now he has to tell people that's the name of the color.
Boo Berry.
But
SEMA debut?
yep, that's the plan.
Cool.
Waiting on a spot?
Waiting on a spot.
And we might be able to figure something out. It's on the list. It's on the list.
I was talking to Chad the other day at Glass Hagel.
Yeah.
He's fucking busting my balls. He's like, that thing with like getting the car, you guys doing the booth again at SEMA? Like, yeah. So like getting the cars in there, I mean, I'm sure that's like pretty last minute, right? Like, dude, I know you know me, but this shit is organized. Like, there's the car. Dude, a day after SEMA, we were already starting.
Friday morning,
Yeah.
before I had gone to sleep because we stayed out too late Thursday night, I had to answer a phone call to be put on the list.
That's weird. What was Thursday night?
Yeah.
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 You got a video on here from Thursday night. I saw.
Yeah, we were there. My wife and I, and Zach was there.
I told one of the guys Friday morning, I said, just put me in a casket, put me in the truck, and haul my ass home. I'm dead right now.
I feel like I'd like to have somebody give us some feedback on the attendance, see if we're impacting the attendance of the SEMA show on Friday.
I guarantee
Negative.
we're impacting the early attendance. I promise you that.
They might still be making it there, but it is towards the tail end of the day.
You know who's hurting is that Starbucks in the morning
Yeah.
Yeah.
at the show.
They're not hurting. They're
That line is not. So Zach, you've sat here and listened the whole time. Well, how do you fit into this process?
Well, I guess I can go all the way back to when I first met Ben in high school.
You don't have to.
I think it was probably.
this is where the good stories come from, though, dude.
2000.
Come on.
We were talking about this the other night. It was like 2002 or 2003, because I graduated before he did, and my earliest
Intentionally
memory,
or not?
Oh no, I'm
No.
a year older.
Yeah.
So it's somehow I didn't get held back and graduate the same year as him. But I remember him using a die grinder in machine tool class, hogging out his throttle body for his car, thinking that was going to make a ton more power. And it's, we all did shit like that when we were.
You gotta open it up, man. More
17,
airflow.
Yeah.
37, whatever
Phenolic
year.
spacer.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
My dad fought with me. I was refused to believe that a half-inch carb spacer wasn't going to make like turbocharger level power increases.
Oh, it's like Hunter Shop.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, if you flip the air cleaner lid on your quadrajet powered vehicle, though, then it does. But no, and Ben and I weren't super good friends in high school, but a few years later, I guess we caught back up with each other, and I'm kind of the second shift guy at No Coast. I come in the evenings and on Saturdays and Sundays and stuff, and I went to the same school. He did the same trade school, but I went for automotive technology, so the mechanical side of things. And I worked at a couple dealerships and a small restoration shop, actually, too. Not doing paint and body. We did everything besides that. But I like to focus on drivetrain stuff, engines, transmissions, rear axles,
Cool.
stuff like that, I guess. So I don't actually work for Ben. I just, go and help him out. And
It's the
then
best type of labor.
he can get 100% refund on everything I
Well,
screw up.
Yeah.
Everything I charged him to do.
Funny story about that is I guess he's forever indebted to me or vice versa, but
What did I do?
he was going away for a couple of weeks, and Zach's the type of guy that'll help anybody. I mean, he's always there to help everyone. So me and the car club and all the buddies got together, and I had been talking to him about his Nova for years. So we thought it'd be a great idea to take his Nova while he was going to be gone. We can do floors in it. And that's basically what he said. Floors and quarters. Okay, no big deal.
I'm only going to be gone for 3 weeks.
Yeah.
I was going to the SEMA show, and then I was going to, I think, I was going to SEMA, and then I think I was going to do Scottsdale in the Good Guy show in Scottsdale.
Yeah.
And it was like a 3-week period. So.
Well, fuck, the last one, you did it last current week. A
Right.
month.
Yeah,
So
right.
8 months. So
40
3 year,
hours.
yeah, a year.
Set up
40
Forward to
hours.
see
No
this
big
thing.
deal.
This
So
is a $600 Nova.
So we talked to his dad. Yep, cool. Take it. Get the hell out of our house anyway. So we did it. We started working on it, and then it's like, holy crap, this thing is rough. So yeah, it's gonna be a little harder to get this done. And then of course he came back early, but now
Yeah, and then I moved out of my parents' house, 20 years ago or whatever it was, but I left most of my junk in the garage, or some stuff.
As any good son would.
My car was one of those things that I left. I didn't have anywhere to put it, at the time. And then I never wanted to consume my own space with that. So I swung by my parents' house for whatever reason, and I noticed the car is not there. And I was like, what the hell's going on? I mean, this car's been here since 1999, and now it's gone. I called my dad, and I said, where's the car at? Where's the Nova at? It's a 72 Nova. And he's like, oh, I don't know. I was like, do I need to call the cops? He's like, no, I know where it is. I know where it is. So, yeah.
so now it's at the shop, taking up space, and we've been working on it at night, when we're not doing other things or he's not helping me. But yeah, trying to get it done for him. So, yeah.
That might be, I'm thinking of a concept here as you're bringing that up. Overhauling was a great show.
Yeah.
Successful. It tugs on your heartstrings and everything. Every builder and shop owner, their cars aren't getting done. Dude, we should hook up with Bud, who still hasn't done this podcast yet.
Right. I see where you're going with it.
But you take a car for a big time build, Jesse Greening's got a car probably sitting there that he wants to build for himself. We grab it. We give it to the worst shops, but we get it done. And then you tell them, you debut it, and you watch the reaction. You've done something so good, but at the same, it's fucked. And he's got such an eye for detail,
I like
and even
it.
better, what if you get another car very similar and then just slaughter dog it and then show that to him? And then that's another old body guy we know used to call that when you half-ass a car. But you do a shitty job on another car and make them think that that's their car before you show them the real car.
Show them the real deal. It would be funny because there'd be the element of they're so excited. Oh man, you did this was so nice of you. But then oh fuck,
You're gonna have to preface this you can't. Everything's great about the premise of the show, except the shops that we're gonna take it to. You're gonna know that. We got to frame that differently.
No, because they're doing that type of work because they don't know. They're that type of shop's so confident.
I know, but we can't be like, hey, we're going to take it to shitty shops.
We're not going to say that.
Well, I know, but you said.
You just did.
Yeah. Well, that's the beauty. We're going to edit that part
Right.
out. This is inside baseball.
100%. I know.
We're
up and comers
I'm working on
and
the
small
concept,
shops.
dude. Yeah.
No, I've already got some
Don't
in my.
stifle my
I've got
creativity.
shops in my mind right now that I would pair with certain builders based on their style and their taste.
We do a
yes.
32 for Alan Johnson.
And I know who would do it. It would be.
What do you think, Alice? What do you think, dude?
Man,
Yeah, it's
hasn't moved
you
in
see, it's
50
painted
years.
and everything. Look at the chassis, man.
It's like when they
You could
move that bus or whatever, they have to pull the thing across the,
You can
the
almost
picture
see,
across.
yeah, you could see the little
For the reveal.
the little C notch in the back sticking up above the back of the tire, like it's little baby tires.
Yeah.
Fuck yeah.
Alan. So good. That's a good one. I like it. We're gonna just we gotta push that by Bud. I was thinking similar but different. One night builds, right?
Yep.
Here at the shop, you're talking about we got a lot of employees. Everybody's kind of into cars and stuff like that. Everybody's kind of got a project and all that. Be really cool to give back to the employees and stuff. So at night when we go to shut down, randomly we'll just pick a shop fan to do a rehab on.
Okay.
Right. We'll take that
Old Yeller.
32 Cessna motor, right? It's got the cut down blades on it, and then we'll just chunk it, and then we'll just put a regular box fan back in its place. So we'll have in a week and a half, we'll have safe, functional
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
just selfish, I guess.
Yeah.
We've talked about that on here, right? Like the people get
Maybe.
the inside joke.
I think we have some extremely talented fabricators, right? In all different skill sets, all of them very uniquely talented. For some reason, we have
Personal climate control is a huge
personal climate
issue.
control. However, I don't know if this was a previous HR move or there's a check mark on Indeed. It seems as though we've hired specifically out of like post-apocalyptic times, like Waterworld or something.
Okay.
So they can craft Mad Max level. There could be 3 items that no 3 are meant to move air, but put these 3 items together and now fashion a cord and plug them in, and now it moves air.
It's like a MacGyver level.
Yeah.
And it's like, it would be like
Well, you like
walking through
walking
the
through
scene
it,
of
dude.
Fallout.
It's
right?
like
You're like,
there's
how
a
does
portion. Okay, I found a Kmart box fan from the 70s, but it didn't work. And then I happen to have this old ball door motor out of my old Bridgeport, and then I've converted the 3-phase, but I don't have a 3-phase converter, but I figured it out. And instead of using wire,
It's a bicycle chain.
Yeah, I just used an exposed TIG rod. But 16th TIG rod didn't do it, so I had to use like 3/16 to hold the voltage. And then I ran it through, and somehow some wire nuts
chain
came
drive
in.
and a sprocket?
Yeah.
It's
And
got
then
a
the- yeah,
twist
and the-
grip throttle on it
the
for
fan
some
was-
reason.
The fan was broken, so I took the old Flexolite, the one with the razor blade edge on it, and then I grafted that on there, and that thing's
It's
just
a little out of balance.
Yeah.
and they leave that motherfucker on at the end of the night too, and you walk by and you're like, holy shit.
Good thing OSHA's not here.
Yeah,
Those have
we've
been
got
purged.
We've got a couple guys like that can do that shit, and well, Matt's one of them. And finally, I had to tell Matt, like, we can't do this. You can't show people that are starting to work here that this is okay. Like, yeah, it works, but don't do that.
Yeah.
You know.
Especially with like a Harbor Freight makes a beautiful fan
Yeah.
for very inexpensive. And if you
But they didn't get the only reason.
if you need a little help, I will buy you that Harbor Freight fan
No.
long before you create that death trap.
This is the only way it works. Harbor Freight or some other company needs to build the fan in a box, and you put it together like an erector set, because it's the project.
Do you think it's the
It's-
project?
I mean, a lot of it's cost cutting, but
Maybe
it's
you do
also
it
the
like,
project of they get to build something.
You do it like
Yeah.
with 3-in-1 models where you can make it like a street car.
Yes,
like a street
100%. Yeah.
I think we could do a collab here. The Viper Chair dudes, that's sort of how they cut their teeth. That's
Yep.
where they got started.
You got some killer motors for
starting
fans.
with some motors, and they got some big old fans. We do a little collab.
Yeah.
They're like the rat rod version of their fan.
Yeah.
Will kill you. Moving on.
Moving on.
Back on track.
Yeah. I wanted to go other places, but
Where were you headed?
nowhere. The good. Nowhere good. So it's just it feels right.
Straight to hell.
Let's keep going. How many guys you got now total?
5 guys, and then myself. And then
What do
my
you do
wife.
full time for a living?
I sell car parts by way of a company named Speedway Motors.
Oh, cool.
So I'm on the merchandising team there. So we work with companies, all the buy sell products that we sell pretty much. I have a list of companies that I work with and,
Sweet.
come up with the product selection that our customers want. So that's why I was on my way to SEMA that year that Ben stole my car. And then, we have a warehouse down there too. So I was going down there to work for a week and then go to the Scottsdale Good Guys show.
Sweet.
So, yep.
You made it awful years going on vacation playing hooky for 3 weeks, but that sounds like a sweet gig.
Don't rat me out because I was planning on doing it again sometime. Yeah, I mean, November, get the hell out of the Midwest and go to Arizona for a couple weeks.
There you go.
Seems
It's
like a
hard to
good
argue.
idea. So
Yeah.
that's what I do. So I've been there for 15 years.
Nice.
Speaking of good guys, Good Guys got a new show coming up. New show. New venue, downtown Nashville, the fairgrounds, right? May 15th and 16th. This is where traditionally the Nashville show's been, it's been at the stadium
back
and then
in
it's
its heyday.
been at the racetrack, and it's always had Hot Rod of the Year since it moved there from Indy. Now they're changing up a little bit. Going to the fairgrounds, 2-day show, pre-65 only. You can enjoy live performances all weekend long on the Advanced Plating Music Stage presented by Alloway's Hot Rod Shop. Enjoy the York Speed Shop members only Speakeasy Lounge presented by Ethos Craft Brewing. Don't miss the crowning of the 2026 Good Guys Tanks Inc. Hot Rod of the Year on Sunday afternoon. See which rides take home the top awards, including Bobby Alloway's Builder's Choice Awards. You can get details, vehicle registration, and ticket information at legendsofhotrodding.com. You guys going?
I don't think we're going to make it because that's 2 weeks before Wheel Hub Live, and so we got to get the shop ready.
That's gonna
You
be
can build a whole car in a month. It doesn't take 2 weeks to get a shop.
That's a Friday
Yeah, that was
afternoon.
just shoot.
That's
Now
gonna
you
be a
have
cool
5
show,
guys.
man.
Yeah.
It is going to be a cool.
That
show.
was always one of my favorite shows.
Yeah.
I still like the Nashville show, but back when it was at its original location, right there downtown at the fairgrounds.
Fun.
Or, sorry, not the fairgrounds, at the
Stadium.
The stadium
Yeah,
was
football
badass,
stadium.
dude. I mean, that was.
Hey,
It
there
was
was
a great time. Good show. And knocking it
lots of
down to
memories.
2 days, coming in with some pre-65 stuff, more of a hot rod oriented show. Should be cool.
Yeah, that'd be a great show.
You have to get a hot rod before then.
I don't have a hot
Maybe
rod.
I'll bring
No, mine's a 66.
I was going to say, you just got a hot rod.
Does anybody know the difference? 65, 66?
You
I'll
just
just
change
roll the
it.
old hot. I got a hot rod.
What do you
Yeah.
do with those cars that they made before and after that are still the same car? Pre-65, like what about a Riviera? It could be a 63 or it could be a 66.
You just change the number
Yeah.
on the window ticket.
Yeah.
My advice, just to lie.
Yeah. If you're going for like a of the year award or like trying to win the thing, maybe not the right
Somebody
move. But
probably
like,
complain.
If you're just trying to slide in there,
We're going to bomb the Model A down there?
yeah,
That'd be
well,
a great road trip.
I think
car.
we could unload it
Bowling Green?
somewhere on the north end of Nashville.
The parking lot.
Right there downtown. Right there downtown.
Right when you get off the interstate there, what road is that?
You don't think it'd make it?
I'll bet it would.
Let's do it then.
Yeah, I'll bet it would. The thing's pretty damn reliable. It'd make it. I'm not so sure that I'd want to drive it.
We'll go back roads.
I don't want to drive it down 65.
We'll go back roads.
You'll lose it in a pothole.
Yeah, fucking bias supplies. I'm not that hardcore.
Josh will fuck up his Lululemon sweatpants.
We'll leave early in the morning. We'll
It's
go
like-
back roads.
Yeah, it's like fucking Vinny talking to me about driving a panhead or something on the road tour. Like, dude, just stop trying to be so fucking cool, right? Nobody wants to do that. Yeah, I'm fucking 43 years old. I need something. I'm getting to be that guy that's like hot rod. It hurts my back a little bit. I want something with some AC. Roll the windows up. He's a roadster shop chassis.
It's a nice enough time of year, though.
Maybe.
I think we should do it.
All right, if you think, dude.
I don't know.
Bring a chase vehicle.
Yeah. Phil, follow along in the 66.
5.
5.
Yeah.
4.
It's 4 and earlier, right?
It's 5 and earlier, I
Yeah,
think.
there's no difference.
Pre-65. The pre-65 thing is still, I think we need some clarification from good guys.
It's pretty cut and dry. It's before 1965.
So 65 is
Was it
not allowed.
65 and earlier or pre-65? Because there's.
I don't think they're going to get that technical. Although
So
people who run the gate at Good Guys,
I just want to, I know it seems simple. So is 65 allowed or not? Because 65 would not be pre,
I don't think so, dude.
yeah,
right?
I think it's pretty clear. I think it's pre-65. Meaning
Before
64.
that.
Yeah.
Before 65.
Well, it's a late 64 production, but a 65 model year,
I think it'd be fine.
What if it's got a special construction title and it's actually a.
2026.
Yeah.
Like a,
What about a
if it's
64 and a half Mustang?
That's pre 65. You're good.
Tough. You're thinking like specialty, like a Bricklin with a specialty construction, something like that.
Yeah.
Get Damon on the horn and find out what's going on here.
right.
You guys ever made a phone call while on here? Just
We called shit foos, didn't we?
Yeah. We called Chip and we called
Courtney.
Richard Rawlings.
We've called, yeah,
And,
we've,
Done several drunk dials.
yeah.
Yeah, we did some drunk dials.
What else have we
That needs to
called?
get brought back.
The drunk
yeah,
dials?
pranking
Yeah.
people.
That should be, I think that should be a segment, but you got to get deep into a bottle. That's sort of like we were talking earlier, the bottles that get killed. That's post bottle kill.
Post bottle kill, we get to call drunk dial somebody. That could be fun.
I'd like to see somebody put a submission in, Like, who should we drunk dial?
It's a great question.
That is a good question.
It's a really good question. You know what's
we
funny?
We got a lot of cell numbers in our Rolodexes.
Speaking of these, so sometimes these great ideas come up, and then you make the question, you pose the question, ask the audience, right? Well, sometimes it gets forgotten about, right? But it's funny when you see a comment, like it's not generally prefaced with what the question is, right? So somebody could listen to this episode like they do an episode we did like a year and a half ago, and then just listen to it and then make a comment on one of the social media platforms, and it'll just be like, my buddy Jerry.
Fuck yeah.
All right, we're good.
All right. Oh, on that episode, 2022, y'all said like, who's somebody you could have on there to make fun of? My buddy Jerry. It's like, all right. Yeah. So
I think that'd be.
Comment down below.
Comment down below. I'd say that after we did a great episode with the Lost Angels episode.
Yeah, Aaron was good.
Now I think that
it's time to get back.
Yeah, that allows us to be degenerates again.
No, we've done a lot of the good stuff. We've done a lot with better people, and we acted professional, and we were interested. So, like, we went through all the motions. Like, we're good people too. Now we can get back to.
We went through all the motions. We're good people.
Yeah, we went through all the motions to show people that we might be good people. Okay, the phrase of "we are good people" is.
Look, dude, this is my call to action. Let's get some suggestions.
To who to drunk dial?
Yeah,
I think that not to make this too complicated, but I think there's some people we should have back on for redemption, right? That maybe didn't make it. Zach from Z-Rods needs a do-over, right? He didn't do so well. I think
a drinking competition between Zach and Mike Ring.
Yeah, Mike's not allowed to drink on here anymore. He can come on, but he can't come here.
Nancy's going to send him with saltines.
But we have to do the thing. We're supposed to do it this summer. We're supposed to be doing the podcast on location there at the farm with Mike and Jim, so they can be supervised, so they don't drink too much.
But it's a different dynamic, right? You got Peggy's an enabler.
Oh, I know. I'm not saying they won't drink.
Nancy's she's gonna reel it in. She's gonna make sure that
this is gonna be scripted. They're gonna have all kinds of answers and things that topics we can't touch on and stuff like that. But I think that they're gonna get loose enough. Yeah, we'll have to do some folks again, and then there's some other ones that we know that we will get drunk.
That'd be another good one to get some feedback on of who would
be a good drunk dial.
Well, no,
who's a good round two?
Yeah, who's a good round two? Who? What if people listen to that would be that maybe we didn't dig into enough? Like I thought Paul Senior was so badass.
Yeah,
that was that was early years of doing this, but
that
he was
pre-video stuff.
Right? It was, but he was a really rad dude. I'd like to get him back or go out his way.
We got a special guest coming up that even you guys don't know about.
Really?
It's about 95% locked. But
Stallone? Is it fucking
no. Race car driver.
Rowdy Piper.
Does he go in circles or make multiple turns?
He's traditionally gone in circles, but now he does straight line stuff.
Tony Stewart.
I can neither confirm nor deny that. But there's not many people that have done circle and straight line. Yeah.
When you guys think about doing something like bringing somebody back for a round two, do you look at the performance of the podcast, or
we haven't looked at performance of any of the podcasts at all?
Just sort of like if it was
your intuition. Maybe did you have fun?
I mean,
honestly, it's selfish. Did we have fun?
It's selfish. It's selfishly, like, I thought that. Look, we grew up on things like Monster Garage and Orange County Choppers, and the picture they paint of Paul Senior is, he's obviously like, this fucking loose cannon. That dude's a fucking badass. Like, and it's like, unfortunately, his sons maybe, I'll just leave it at that. But
I know what you mean.
I'm gonna because Phil's cringing and I'm about to let it out. But he's that dude.
I'm more shocked now.
Yeah, that's a really cool dude with a killer story, killer fucking work ethic, and I mean he's got. I think stories that you could go on for a 6-hour-long podcast, and not.
It's like moth to a flame. You're just drawn to.
I'll tell you.
Tell me more.
Yeah.
I'm just going to sit here and listen.
Like, dude, you don't realize because we all look. We're all professional like hot rod builders, and you look back at those days of like the fucking F whatever bike or like these. Let's be honest, the bikes were fucking gaudy and wild, and they had rocket launchers and things, and we kind of like laughed at them. But that dude's a badass, and like you look back and look at the way like Jesse James interacted with him, and who's fucking cooler than Jesse James? And Jesse, you could tell was like senior, kind of like flexing a little bit. Like Jesse's a little like, oh, this fucking guy's kind of badass
because he's legit. He's badass. He's a businessman. He's
an honest to God cool fucking dude.
And
like,
Jesse and him are friends now, as I understand. I don't know. I don't know either of them, but it seems like they are.
Because
real respect. It's respect.
Yeah, real recognizes
real.
real.
It just will happen.
Yeah. And here the guy, he's got to be deep into his 70s, mid 70s, I'm guessing, and he's down in Florida building fucking bikes, like a small scale.
And we messaged back and forth probably about 3 or 4 months ago. He's going to try to, but he wants to do it in person, so he's trying to figure out the schedule.
We get down by him. Where is he at?
It's in Daytona, right?
Why wouldn't he be, right? Motorcycle guy, Daytona.
Somewhere.
And you look at the stuff that they built, like flamethrowers, this and that. How much of that was his idea? You sure it wasn't
I
the
don't
TV?
think so. I think he was,
TV show saying, "What can we do that's crazy?"
Right.
I mean, you look at his personal collection, the stuff that he's into. None of that stuff. Like,
Right.
I mean, he's more of a, old school guy. I mean, it's
Old school chopper.
And there was no like. Look at this other example of a TV show gone wrong. Like if you guys had somebody come in here today saying we want to do a show, you could look back at all these things and here's what we're not going to do, or here's what we would do if we consider doing it.
But he touched on it too in the episode. Like he didn't shy away from it wasn't, hey man, that wasn't my thing, but it was, also being like I didn't, he didn't say I hated that stuff. It was look. We built cool motorcycles for things that we liked. I've built some cool motorcycles of my style. The show was to build motorcycles for these companies and to have the wow factor and to do all this kind of stuff. It wasn't been like, let's see who can build the coolest motorcycle and throw a logo on the side of it. Like it wasn't about that. It wasn't even started to be that.
What are people going to say in 30 years? You don't always think of that. Or he didn't. I mean, I don't think what's somebody going to think of what I did today in 30 years. I just want to do something that I like right now.
Yeah, I mean, they built an empire, an absolute empire. And he got to build the cool shit that he liked for himself, by doing it. And I think that Paul Sr. would be great to have back on. I'd like to have Craig Metros back on. Because I think it was a tip of the iceberg of stuff touched.
Because the first half of it was kind of like prom. We were all like,
boys on one
we were intimidated.
We were intimidated. I don't know if can we dance to it? Where do I put my hands? Like,
right.
Like we're gonna hug. Like what happens?
Yeah, I'd like to do.
And then we got into, and he's got some. I mean, that's an amazing guy, right? And we got some really interesting stories, and we missed a lot. Missed a lot of impactful, important. Cars
milestone stuff. Yeah. So I'd like to do Craig again. Let's see who's some other ones. Shop wise, see who we need to do.
They like to get Alan Johnson back out again.
Yeah, I want to do Alan in person.
They have talked more to Alan in the 1 hour podcast than in the 15 years I've known him.
I want to do. I'd like to do Alan back in studio.
Yeah,
I like to do Alan and Angie both back in studio.
Well, me and Alan got something we're working on right now.
Good grief.
I'm not ready to talk about it.
Nobody's ready to hear it, honestly.
But he's not a fan of yours lately.
Yeah, I don't care.
Yeah, I'm on Josh's team on that.
You guys, go ahead.
First of all, he's a fan of me. He just doesn't like the fact that I don't like that thing.
Me and Alan are about to shake up the whole fucking industry.
Shake it. That's one word.
Yeah. And Angie's a part of it too.
Well, I know she's.
This is going to be like when the industry transitioned from.
Please, everybody, pay attention to what he's about to say.
Street rods to pro touring, dude. It's coming, and just you wait. And so? Alan's he's gonna pave the path. He's gonna be the fucking pioneer. I'll be fortunate to have a little bit to do with it, to help him along. But he's gonna be the trendsetter, dude, and that's just what it is.
I'm really intrigued. I want to know what the hell's going on.
No, you don't. We'll tell you off air, but
Yeah.
Will this be what the GeForce Cuda was?
Yeah, I think people will forget about the GeForce Cuda, honestly, after this.
I'm no bullshit. I think that
Doug
the premise
Doug
is going to be
Cooper's-
cool.
When this is done, Doug Cooper's going to have to give the GeForce Cuda away. It's going to have no value anymore. This is going to be so big. I hate to say it. I mean, I hate it for Doug, honestly, but this is a big fucking deal.
It's going to be a cool vehicle. Let's
The
be
things
careful
that'll be
on
done
the,
are going to be cool.
Agreed.
The vehicle.
Let's be careful on like we've stumbled upon something that nobody's ever even thought about. No, we're going to take something that nobody really likes, and I think we can do some cool stuff with it.
Is it a Jeepster?
No. It's been talked about in previous episodes, but we'll leave it at that. We'll let the customer surprise people when they're ready.
Yeah, when he's ready. He's not ready yet.
Yeah.
It's just
Hopefully
it's
he
an
comes to his
idea.
senses.
It's just an idea right now. You don't. At one point, you don't think Edison was thinking about like, man, it's so dark in here. Like how the fuck? How the fuck do we? These candles are shit, right?
Yeah.
How do we light this thing up? And then boom, all of a sudden,
Yeah, but you know what he didn't do? He didn't go back and like, what would be cool? Let's go back in time and find that small shitty candle. And I'm just going to try to make it burn brighter, right? That's what you're doing. So you're not chartering into new territories.
You were so
What are
proud of
you
yourself
even-
on
What
that.
are you even saying?
Am I right?
You're not making any sense.
Let's find this small candle
Hey,
that not a
Do you
lot of
think
people bought.
This is the equivalent of the.
you are drunk. You're wasted right now.
This is the equivalent of the LED tea lights that you click on the bottom.
Yeah, it's like a candle, but worse.
This isn't going in the direction I wanted it to. Let's move on.
Yeah. Let's move on. So, next show that you guys are going to be at, Triple Crown?
Des Moines.
Des Moines.
Good guys. Yeah.
Good guys,
Well,
Des Moines.
actually, Wheel Hub.
Wheel Hub.
Yeah. So.
Yeah. Well, they're doing it big at Wheel Hub.
Yeah, that's going to be pretty big. It's pretty crazy.
Big money.
Stop at
Yeah.
your shop.
Yep. So Andy and I are the optional stops.
Cool.
So we'll be on the way back, and I guess technically he is also. So we're gonna do open house. We'll be like last year. I think we were there till 3:00 in the morning or something like that. So yeah,
Yeah, the good guy stuff is coming, man. Des Moines, Columbus.
Yeah.
Crazy how it sneaks up on you, isn't it?
Right
Are
around
you
the
guys
corner.
coming to Wheel Hub, or what's on the radar for you?
I don't know if we'll have a car. We're trying to make it out there.
Yeah. Yeah,
There's,
Columbus is usually our first big banger for the year. That's the one we kind of push for.
In full transparency, there's been a lot of rigid commitments to a lot of shows that all happen to be
Right
similar
around the same
or on
time.
the same time. So,
Right. Yeah, you can only be in one place at a time. I know
Yeah,
how that
so-
goes.
I mean Lincoln's kind of on the way back from Nashville, right?
Yeah.
Not at all.
If you live by you guys, yeah.
you can phrase it. You can go to Lincoln when you leave Nashville.
Yeah.
There are roads.
there's a way to get there. Not in the Model A.
No.
I'm going to say
I don't know. Dead flat ass roads. That one's not bad. Harder to go to Nashville down. That's like the Baja fucking going down I-65.
we'll
dude.
go 57, the back way
Literally.
from
I would
57.
I'd rather pre-run in the desert
Travel the river,
than go down I-65.
follow the river, and cut it over.
There's a river on 57?
Yeah, to the west side of it.
Okay. Like pretty far west. A couple hundred miles.
No, 40 miles, 30 miles. Then it gets closer and closer and closer, and then you have to cross it.
Got cock the wagon,
Yeah.
forge the river.
Standard questions time, because we got two people, so this one's going to be a while. Standard questions are now brought to you by Good Guys Rod and Custom. They haven't gotten
They
us.
haven't given
or
us the standard question.
No,
yet.
Good Guys is supposed to be
That might-
presenting us with a standard question.
That might be our
I think
first.
it's on us to come up with our own
That might be our first. I wouldn't call it a drunk dial, but maybe it's like a buzz dial. We should hit up Bunker right now.
Hey, man, what's a question?
What's the fucking question, dude?
We can. Call him up.
I don't know if you'll answer.
Well, we won't know unless you try to call
He's
him.
Cali time. Where's
No,
he
he's
at?
Texas now, right?
Is he?
Yeah.
Is he living in Texas?
I thought everybody.
He doesn't. I think he still lives in California.
Okay.
Either way, it's an acceptable hour.
Yeah. It's, trying to pre-excuse him. He's going to be like, click.
It's an asshole.
Don't text him.
Not. I don't see anybody's contacts, dude.
Over under.
Oh, here we go.
If he answers.
You sure you're not calling me? My phone's buzzing.
He's got a Sacramento number.
It'll just be funnier if he doesn't answer.
He's not.
Hello?
Oh,
Hey, dude.
What's up?
How's it going?
Oh, not much. Just trying to stay on top of things.
Nice.
You know, have
Hey,
him introduce himself.
I've got you live on the Oil and Whiskey podcast right now, just so you
Oh,
know.
fantastic.
We've got the No Coast boys here, and we just realized that we are doing standard question time that is brought to you by Good Guys Rod and Custom, but we don't have a new Good Guys standard question. What have you got for us? You got anything in mind, or you got to think about this?
I got to think about that, man. You're dropping it on me. Because Andrew sent you over the initial ones, right?
We've got talking points. We have no standard questions.
Okay.
Well, this is important, so I'm just bringing it up. But
We could do a semi-standard question just for this one.
give it some thought.
Well, full transparency. Give us some thought so we can have it for next one. We're going to make up our own standard question presented by Good Guys and frame it as though Good Guys came up with it.
Sure. I trust you guys.
All right, dude, I appreciate
We
the
got
trust.
permission.
We'll
I'll get with Andrew and try to come up with standard questions to pitch to you guys.
All right, dude. Appreciate it.
Cool.
All right, talk to you, man. Bye.
All right, first drunk dial
That was pretty good.
semi-successful.
Yeah.
It went good.
It worked good.
It went good.
All right, let's do it again.
First, who should we call?
I missed a call from Miranda while we were doing this.
First,
I might have one. Good Guys standard questions. What was
Car
your
show story.
first Good Guys car show and a memorable experience there?
Kind of like this. Yeah.
it's a good one.
Mine was Des Moines, but I don't really have a memorable story there, I guess, other than it was 200 degrees and kids weren't having it. But
And what year was
well,
it?
actually, no. Columbus and the whole waking up at 3 o'clock in the morning to go get a
that
spot.
sucked,
didn't
Yeah,
it?
yeah,
It sucked, but it's still a great memory.
it
Yeah,
is.
right?
You know, trying to sleep and clean the car, and yeah,
I remember it from
I'm
Shades.
so happy those days are over when you used to have to be there at 4 o'clock in the morning and wait in line. Like you showed up at 3:34 and there was 150
Yeah.
cars ahead of you and you weren't getting a spot in the pros pick section.
Right.
I remember
nuts.
for years, we did Shades of the Past for a long time at, the old facility and then the new facility, but that was the same thing. It was 3 and 4 in the morning and you would just sit there, right? And I remember doing it for probably 4 years straight. I met Bobby at the very first one, right? We kind of hit it off and had talked briefly when you'd see each other, right? I wouldn't say friends, but friendly. And I remember having a conversation with Bobby, I think at Louisville or something. And it was just like, getting up, the whole thing about getting up at,
His
3 or
ass
4 in
didn't
the
have to
morning.
get up early because he'd roll in
Well, I know.
right past everybody.
So I said something about getting up at 4 and waiting in line or whatever, and he's like, "Dude, like, just come in. You'll be gone. You'll be good. There's room." I was like, "Oh wait, you don't have to." He's like, "No, like, come in at like 9." I was like, and the whole time I'm like, "Oh." So that's the secret. We just don't have
Honestly,
to.
that's probably still what's going on today, and we just don't know because we're the assholes that roll in at 9 now.
Right.
There's probably some like young guys that are thrashing all, and they are there when the gates open.
Yeah,
Like,
the
waiting
ones parked in our spot.
Yeah.
Right?
Like, fuck is this dude doing?
Just wait for Bunker to come over. Hey guys, you got 10 minutes. You might want to get
shit,
over there.
Yeah. Oh,
Yeah,
perfect
I'd say,
timing.
dude,
Right.
there's so many when you think back on it. Between the Adams Mark Indy
That's where I was
hits a
going.
ton of them.
Yeah.
Like, the show was fantastic, but you go back to the parking lot at the Adams Mark
Or
and think
inside
about,
with
I remember
the animal
sitting there,
statues.
It's a great one.
Yeah,
That shouldn't have been.
We should pull up the pictures of that.
No, we shouldn't.
But
No, you should never put a life-size animal statue in the lobby when you have nothing but hot rodders, drunk hot
When it's
rodders.
like a racehorse,
Right, and it's anatomically
Incorrect.
and needs to be corrected.
Yeah. But somebody had like a big diesel, pusher coach out there, and there was a Tyson fight. That was back when Tyson was still fighting. And it was just so like, dude, the energy there. I mean, you got fucking Tyson fighting in a big screen on the side of some dude's like Prevost bus, and there's so much action.
We've recreated
wild.
that in the Columbus parking lot.
I guess
But it was a laptop and it was a Sugar Shane fight.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
it was excitement nonetheless. A lot of people.
Or what was was that a Good Guys show? I think it was Georgia. Remember when we had what were the kicker 51?
5150.
Was that Good Guys?
Yeah, that was Good Guys did the show at the Atlanta Motor Speedway for like 2 years.
This was that short period of time where it had to have been like the biker build off phase, where I think we were trying to take the hot rod industry that direction. So we're at this motel, and it's kind of in the hood, and there's a liquor store across the street that sold predominantly larger bottles of beer.
You're in Atlanta.
Yeah, so
You're going to have to narrow it down.
We got a bunch of those bigger bottles of beer.
So it was on a street, right? And there was a hotel. And
And dude, like by the time, like fast forward to like towards the tail end of the night, and we had these little motorcycles. They were like mini bobbers, and we're doing fucking burnouts and drinking 40s, and we've got the desk chairs that had wheels from the hotel strapped behind the things, and the fucking wheels are ripping off of them, and we're in the hotel room with the fucking motorcycles and
Doing burnouts on the
just
carpet.
out of control.
Fun times.
Yeah.
Columbus parking lot party is moving this year, by the way. We're moving it.
We are
Yep.
personally.
Well,
Like
and
the
with
6
some
people
help,
that
with some
listen
help
to
from
this,
some other
yeah.
people. But I'm just letting everybody know that listens.
Where are we going?
It's the other place, not the place we were at. It's going to be at a new place,
Okay.
not the Crown Plaza.
Details
The
coming
historical.
soon.
Yeah, it's Polaris, I think. Pretty sure.
Sounds good.
Is it per Good Guys or is it per Josh?
Everybody's involved.
Okay.
Yeah,
Gotcha.
I'm not just going out on a limb. I'm saying,
Okay.
but it's happening.
Yeah.
We're moving the party.
There's no
It's time.
there's no question about it. The action, like if you really want the hot rod culture and to get the vibe, like meet people, network, it's afterwards at the fucking hotels, dude.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
I mean, that's where it all goes down. The show's great, but
What was your first Good Guy show?
Oh man, I think I probably did 5 in my first year going to a Good Guy show. Probably either Fort Worth maybe or Pleasanton. I don't remember.
With Speedway?
Yep, I'd never been to a Good Guy show before. I started working there in 2010. I've been to lots and lots of other car shows, including one right by here, the Bloomington Gold Corvette show.
it used to be in St. Charles, right?
It was in St. Charles, and I think even
At the Pheasant Run.
that's yes.
It's gone.
Is that near West Chicago too?
Yeah.
Okay,
It's the next town.
there was an establishment that
I know
we went to
things,
in
yeah.
West Chicago.
Ah, yes.
You might already know what I'm talking about. Anyway,
That goes back to the early years of Good Guy shows too.
Establishment.
I don't have a
Phil's,
really,
oh, yes.
could mean anything.
One of those.
Drinking establishment.
That's what I mean.
you will.
So I don't remember. I don't have a good. I can't remember. That was a long time ago.
That happens a lot of those nights.
I mean, I used to work the booth and talk to customers all day, as all of us here probably have done many times.
You look very familiar, and that must be where I know you from.
Where you-
is Speedway. Being at shows, I've
I've been to a few. Yeah,
been around the block.
I think one year.
You're on OnlyFans, though, too, right?
Me?
Yeah.
Not personally. I'm on OnlyFans a lot.
I just didn't
not
know.
me personally. I don't have an account. If that's what you're getting at.
I think one year.
I know.
I don't even remember what I was going to say now, but I don't have a specific memory. I guess I just remember going to a shitload of those shows all at once, and immediately I thought, these guys have it figured out. I mean, and that was back when Gary was still running Good Guys.
Yeah.
I do remember that one time I came into the parking lot and he had I think it was a white 58 Chevy, white 58 Impala, or was it black? I can't remember now.
Black.
Call the guy from Good Guys
Black
back.
58 Impala. Because it's Bob Johnson owns it now.
But that car was parked in the front, like right next to Bill Smith's car.
Okay.
Bill
That's
Smith
cool.
was still around then, and they were in there, holding court in his office. And I remember somebody saying, "Oh, that's Gary from Good Guys," and I was like, well, "That guy has it figured out. He's putting on these awesome shows." And it was. I mean, I thought it was pretty sweet. It's like there was people that just follow the shows all year long.
Yep.
I was going to ask you that. We won't go too far into this, but you can code it in a way we'll understand, right? Because you work for Speedway. You've worked these booths, right? Go to a lot of shows, just like we all have. You go to a lot of shows in 1 year, people making that tour. Sometimes you find yourself having a conversation that you might have had once or 100 times before with maybe the same exact person. However, they act like they've never had that conversation, and you have to make it their first time once again. Does that happen to you?
I mean, I don't know if I'm losing my mind and thinking that I talked to the same guy before or not, because I might not be right, but yeah, I've had, I mean, I used to do tech support, answering 30, 40, 50 calls a day. So I'm sure I'm absolutely sure without a question that I've had the same conversation thousands of times. But at the end of the day, I think to myself, I'm working in this awesome industry. Not everybody gets to do this.
Right.
A lot of people aspire to do it and either just never get an opportunity or whatever. And it's like, I don't even have to have a real job. So there's nothing for me to bitch about, So, yeah, I mean, that doesn't help you in the moment all the time. But, yeah, I mean, I've had situations like that oftentimes.
And after like multiple decades of doing car shows, I'm sort of looking forward to growing old and
Being on the other side.
we'll
Being that pain in the ass.
maybe a little dementia where every conversation's
Is
a
a
new
new one?
conversation.
I've generally, my rule of thumb is I give it to the third time. So the third
You're
time,
generally pretty patient and understanding with people, I feel like.
I am with customers.
Yeah, definitely.
Not you.
You know I am. Don't
Yeah.
say.
Yeah, no,
But the third time is the rule, and it's not to be mean. The third time is like when that question is asked, and again, this is usually it's at the same show. It's not usually in the same year, right? It's this guy lives local to Nashville, right? So he comes in, it's the same build. I'm talking about this, blah blah. Well, then on the third time, it's like, hey, I've got a '68 Firebird. Oh man, how'd you know? We talked last year and all that stuff. Oh, are you sure? Yeah, we talked. And you wanting to do this, this, and this? Yeah, absolutely. So. Price still the same? Yeah, price is the same. Actually, go over something like that.
For now.
Okay.
It's going to
All
go
right.
up soon.
All right. Well, I'm probably going to pull the trigger this weekend. I'll be here.
Speedy Bill Smith, you've been there 15 years. You obviously had some FaceTime with Speedy Bill.
I did.
I've never personally met. I mean, I've seen him around. Obviously, a wildly influential guy. Killer museum, killer collection. What was that dude like?
Man, he was the most passionate guy about this industry that you're ever going to find.
Really?
I mean, in my opinion anyway, find somebody that will or that could possibly achieve what he did. At the time he did it too. I mean, he was a pioneer in this industry.
No doubt.
He started his business in 1952. We're coming up on 75 years.
Not in California.
Not in California, exactly.
Did that start? Was its inception in Nebraska?
In Lincoln, Nebraska.
Crazy.
Yeah.
So, I mean, it's kind of crazy. It doesn't make sense to me how a person could do that. I mean, it was luck. It was being in the right place at the right time. It was a lot of hard work, probably more hard work than anything, and refusing to give up.
A lot of dirt and midget at the beginning, right?
Yeah.
Right.
Absolutely.
Dirt midgets?
And
Dirty midgets. I said.
the
a lot of
racing-
dirty midgets.
The
Dirt
racing
and
thing.
midget
Race cars.
The racing thing, I was told, I mean, I wasn't around back then, but I was told that's what paid the bills at first, winning feature races and stuff like that.
Yep.
It wasn't making money selling parts just yet. but he was making money winning races and then funding the Monday through Friday business after that. So, yeah, super. I don't even know how to put it into words, really. Just a guy that you look up to, even if you barely knew him, you know?
Yeah, I mean, just I've seen him around back in the day. I mean, just a larger-than-life kind of guy. Crazy story. Who would be in that organization that could unravel that story? Is there anybody around? Any relatives? Anybody, like, at the helm?
I'm looking around to see if you have the right kind of whiskey for this one.
Is that you? You've been
No,
there
it's not.
15 years.
No, it's not me. It's definitely not me. I know who it would be.
Yeah.
He's been there for over 40 years, this particular guy, but he only drinks Crown Royal.
I got a old Tim,
handles of it.
my buddy Tim. He's a Crown Royal guy. I've got a fucking super handle. It's not even a handle. What do you call it? Like
A wheelbarrow.
It's like,
Like a gallon.
like a magnum.
55-gallon
It's
drum.
like a magnum of Crown Royal under my desk.
Or if you,
Crown Royal's not. That's not a problem. I think we even have vintage Crown Royal somewhere, like old, like 50s Crown Royal.
Yeah.
Somebody's
We do.
Yeah.
there's a few people that know, definitely.
We should come out there and do one at the studio. I mean, at the
At the museum.
museum. I know we're trying to do something for Wheel Hub and all that, and maybe we can. Maybe we come out there just for that.
Yeah.
I'm sure it could happen.
That would be fun. I was going to ask something earlier, but I didn't want to interrupt. But damn it, I forgot. Next standard question. We'll go to the car thing.
Google search here. I gotta check the year of the vehicle.
Oh, you got something in
I
your
got
mind.
something in mind too.
You
something in
graduated in 2000?
4.
2004? Mm-hmm. All right, so 2002
but
was
he's-
when you were 16 and had this
He was fucking
truck.
with throttle bodies. There was he
Yep.
tipped his hand.
Okay.
Throttle body or carburetor?
It was a throttle body.
This is fucking fuel injected then.
Well, yeah, of course it was. He was
Yeah,
reading
right.
trucking.
Okay, shit.
Your guy's not going to be
I had
good.
a vision. Just there's something, I don't know what it is. It's obvious this isn't right, but I'm just going to throw it out there to see if there's anything that sticks. I see a gold four-door, like mid to late 80s Caprice.
No.
Is there anybody in the family?
We had actually that
It's like a
exact.
fucking psychic.
Miss Cleo over here.
You know.
Wait, let him
When
talk.
I was
let him talk.
probably
Let him talk.
4,
Okay.
I smashed my finger in one of those. We had one.
See?
Gold. It was
See?
gold. Yeah.
Does the month of March mean anything to you?
You had a family member that was close to you.
Hey, that's
Jerry. Jim. Yes, Jim. Okay.
it's pretty good.
That was pretty
good. That's not my pick. There's just
Every
something
kid slammed
about
their
that.
finger in a four-door pickup.
Gold
did.
fucking Caprice?
They were pretty
the same
close.
year car, dude? That's pretty good.
All right.
That's not my pick, but that's, yeah.
What's your pick?
I got to think about it.
All right, what's your
I
pick?
got to think a little bit.
I'm laying mine down right now. I've used this a couple of times, but I think it's most applicable here. This is that year. This is an S10 Extreme. There's a very specific
close.
Extreme
I'm
S10.
close with you.
Couldn't afford one of those. But
I'm close with you. I just see a Vortec V6 throttle body. For some reason, I see him porting the Vortec.
You remember that? You remember the S10 SS?
Yes.
The regular cab, short
Right.
bed,
Yeah.
SS. Not
I think did
the rounded body, not the square body.
Did GMC
Fucking awesome truck.
Did GMC do one that wasn't
Sport.
That wasn't the Cyclone? Was there just a regular
Sonoma.
Sonoma?
or Jimmy.
That's what I'm going
Jimmy
with.
on the Sonoma. So
Sonoma.
square body.
Yes.
Square body
Yeah.
S10 Sonoma.
Yeah, that's why he's scouring the trucking magazine because there's parts.
That would have been 4.3 liter V6.
Okay,
Yeah.
that's where I'm at.
Or it would have been the 2.8 4-cylinder. Sonomas, I think.
You don't
right?
want one of those.
No. What is it?
You're Googling something.
That's for him.
Okay.
I'm going to throw a Fox body.
Not a Ford guy. He's
No.
No.
It's probably going to be a full size
IROC.
little. It's probably going to be a square body, but
so actually, while in middle school, a friend of mine turned 16. He was held back a couple of years.
well, if
Wasn't me.
in middle
Yeah.
school. That dude was pretty badass. It's like Wooderson, only in junior high.
All right.
91 Honda CRX.
No shit.
Okay.
Yep. So
SI.
HF.
Okay.
And then first car I ever swapped, I put an SI engine in it,
Shit.
Rewired it. Yeah,
I don't speak that language.
Do you
I don't know
do
what the
dual
hell
overhead
HF
cam SI or
means.
single overhead cam SI?
just single overhead.
So- okay.
Later we got into the dual overhead cam stuff.
Oh yeah,
So,
when you could handle the power.
so,
Anytime now you get into the VTEC days, buddy. I don't know if you can handle that.
so
It's a lot.
he
It's
had a
12 horsepower.
89 CRX, and then we went O Street as our main drag. That's where we would cruise. Went cruising with him, and then was hooked on it, and
And then the
got one.
movie.
Yeah, the movie.
Oh yeah.
Fast and the Furious.
Yep. that
Ask
was-
next time you see Jonathan Goolsby, ask him to show a picture of his CRX.
Oh, he's a CRX guy too.
Oh yeah.
So we were just at Brian Lindbergh's shop picking up a piece of equipment that he stored for me for the last 6 months. But he's a CRX guy also.
Is
But
he really?
Yeah. So he had the
I didn't see that.
No, I didn't
You
see that at all.
ricers.
yeah the Y49 yellow.
We all did what we could afford back
Yeah.
then. So
absolutely.
That's
Yep.
why I did nothing.
Yeah, but dude, you could afford. There were
That's where I was gonna go with
there
that.
were affordable American cars with V8s.
No.
Monte
Well, in
Carlo-
today's
Monte
world,
Carlo,
they're affordable,
like,
but back then they still seemed like they cost a ton of money.
It was
Yeah.
the same. You could have just backdated, gone back a little bit. Like 79 fucking Trans Am was dirt cheap back then. There was no value.
Yeah, I
to
know.
that car.
We had this was our single mode of transportation, right? So it wasn't like I got a mode of transportation, then I'm going to go get a fix-up car. I get a mode of transportation, right? And that's what I got, and so now I'm going
Yeah,
to
but
fix that up.
Well, yeah, I'm gonna. It was gonna be an age joke, and my math wasn't working.
Right,
out,
I get it.
yeah.
So CRX,
Yeah.
what? All right,
I missed on that. So you're porting that throttle body, huh?
I did.
What kind of HPs did you get out of that? Did that give it a little more
100.
yank?
Oh, absolutely,
You think so?
100.
That was like that carb spacer.
Yeah.
did you leave the AC on?
No.
Right, AC.
So
turn
HFs
that
didn't. A lot of them didn't have it. That one
Oh,
did not have it.
well, it
So,
was faster. Yeah.
yeah. So
Thing about an HF too, specifically later on in the HF era when you got into the Civic.
Nobody cares.
At
to
this
know.
point,
nobody
everybody's
cares to know
just
about this.
off.
No, listen, they had a different gear ratio, right, for fuel efficiency.
Awesome.
Highway
They would
gears.
run 193 miles an hour
in first gear.
in first gear. It was wild. Interstate, literally, just floor it, carry on a whole conversation, yeah, in like 1,300 RPMs. You don't have to like them. That's fine. There's a lot of people that cut their teeth on
Yeah,
this.
which is fine.
Yeah.
So it's kind of crazy, and I would have never thought this would happen. But if you look up like a IROC Camaro or a CRX or Fox body, there's a lot of CRXs that are bringing more money than the Fox body or the IROC. It's pretty wild what that
Well, there's
stuff's
not that
bringing.
many of them left, right?
Right.
They all got
My,
smashed.
my good friend Jeremy over here sent me
I did the other day.
quite the find, quite the cherry little
Yeah.
Integra Type R find that.
American one.
No, this is
Okay.
full J spec.
Okay.
Yeah.
My only guilty pleasures in that market would be the RX-7. Was that 93?
He also had the Super Soaker backpack. So if this frames his level of
Okay,
interest,
yeah.
right.
But would you leave the rotary in an RX-7 like that, or you have to swap it?
I don't think I'd fuck with it. Either I would buy. I wouldn't want it as a project. I'd either buy an LS swapped one, or just a nice clean ass
Cherry
one.
or-
RX-7, Supra, or NSX.
Those are the three
Yeah.
cars
Right.
from that era that I
Yeah.
think
you
are
get it.
cool.
Yeah.
Aircraft carrier too.
Yeah.
G.I. Joe. Right. Just everything you need to
I'm
know.
not saying I had those. Those were the only cars that were cool. You know?
Yeah,
That was it.
I thought they were cool as well. Really cool.
I think they call that unobtainium.
Yeah, exactly what it was. Factory color when you got it?
White. The swap car was a red one. And so I've had a few white ones since then. I've got a red one now that I've had since high school. It's just sitting in the container, collecting parts. I've got a bunch of
Tell me about
NOS.
that supercharger you just got.
Yep. Wanted to do a vintage supercharger.
Jackson Racing.
Vortec.
Oh,
So you can actually make power with those. So I'm going to shoot for 500 with it. I've had a turboed one.
That's like 125 horsepower per hole.
What prevented a guy in that era? This is what just I can't wrap my head around. You present it as though it's a budget thing, but what prevented you from? You could have got like a Vega, put a small block in it with a shit ton of power for the same.
No,
if
not even
less
close.
money.
No.
Not even close to the same.
You don't
money.
think you could? You
No.
How much would a Vega cost?
Well, they're all rusted by then anyway.
And I also didn't want a Vega.
Right.
Okay, a Vega.
But even a small
I
block
mean,
was going to cost you what? A good small block back then was going to cost you what? $3,500, $4,000.
You could buy a brand new ZZ4 for that. A fucking crate
That's
loader from
only 400
GM.
horsepower.
Yeah, but that's not
though.
making any power.
Yeah, but you mean to tell me you couldn't get? You could go to a junkyard and get a $500 small block Chevy, and build that thing, put a cam in it.
Yeah, but
And
again,
make-
that's a project. It's not. You're not driving that every day back and forth.
And you
We're
also
doing-
know
we're
how-
doing
Still
a-
talking about.
we were doing a hunt- we were-
motor internals and things. I just don't. I don't understand.
You could
there were
do
so
a-
many other you present it as it's always a budget thing, but
It
there
was.
were other cars that were American made with V8s or even V6s that you could have made more power easily for
Well, I
the
think
same.
the
To
other
amount of
make
money.
them cool, you would have had to do all the things. You can't just take a Vega and put a V8 in it and drive it around and it be cool.
Where's the counter argument to that?
Sounds pretty fucking cool.
But a slam, like the slammed Civic with wheels on
The
it
other thing
was
is
fucking cool.
Yeah.
The hindsight is 2020 thing applies because you don't know what you want to do to the. Sometimes you don't pick the car you got.
No,
You know,
it was
just,
that's
you
what
just
I got.
happen into
Oh, yeah.
it, or it was a good deal, so
Sure.
your parents bought it for you, or said this is what you're getting.
Yeah.
Right.
You liked a blue car. if that was a blue car
74
for sale.
Nova Dodge Aspen. I'll bet you somebody would have given it to you in that era. They were of no value. They were negative value. Somebody would probably pay you to take it.
I know I didn't want that though.
But
That
in
wasn't cool
In that
then.
era, there were, there was two kind of sides. I mean, there was the import guys, there's the
Those are called
domestics.
ricers.
Yep, yep, we were. But to us, that was cool, And so my first car almost was a 66 Impala. But my dad said I didn't act excited enough. But
Yeah.
I was, I'm thinking, holy shit, I'm going to get this, I never stopped liking American cars. It's just they started to get more and more expensive, and just kind of in that time frame, it was all kind of new. Everything was new. So
Sure.
I mean,
it was just
16. My first was a '76 Ford F100 long wheelbase. That's what I drove. Built the 360 that was in it, right? Fixed it up and did everything like that. But
Whoa.
What?
Whoa. How the fuck did you build this the motor?
I
That's your whoa.
I didn't
that's
build
your mode
it.
of transportation.
I didn't build it.
But that's
I
your
fixed the
mode
motor.
of
I
transportation.
fixed the motor.
That's your
Right.
mode of transportation.
yes,
You put
So
spark
you mean
plugs in.
you were out? That thing was down and out, and you just
No.
walked to school.
I didn't.
For how long? While you built
I
the
didn't.
motor.
I didn't build, rebuild the motor.
So what'd you do to the motor?
I fixed the things that were leaking. Okay. Right.
Turn the
Motor
air cleaner
cap.
lid
Yeah,
upside down.
there was a thermostat gasket.
It was it was always a voltage regulator, but it was always the passenger valve cover
Yeah.
gasket.
That's
right?
basically
Those-
so close to building motors.
At
It's usually what I
16
say.
at 16 years old, that was the thing I was driving. But however, you could not do 16-year-old kid things in a 76 Ford F100 long wheelbase 360 with turn downs on it.
Yeah, the turn downs sort of.
And it
your
wore out
hard to
rag
be
joint and
discreet.
stuff like that. It's like I'm going an hour away to
You
like
put a-
other towns
you
to
put a
like hang
bed-
out with friends and stuff like that. You can't do that
Put
in
a
a
bed
truck.
topper on that and some mufflers, some turbo mufflers, and you could do some things back there.
So when the next vehicle, when it was like, hey, it's about time to you go, I was senior years going to college. Well, the Probe came right after that. Probe
Yeah.
didn't last long, right? And then the Civic came in. Right? This is just your mode of transportation.
Okay.
Drive. And then instantly I was like, well, this is what I got. How do you make this cool? Right? Go to the thing. When I was 16, I wasn't even into like wanting an older American car. What I wanted was a Celine or a Cobra R. Like if I could get a Fox body Celine or
That was
the
still-
newer
that
Cobra
was
R,
Fox body Cobra R. Or that was the red.
the red newer Cobra R,
what,
SN95.
93? What the fuck year was that?
SN95 would be the
Yeah.
next gen.
Okay.
94 and newer,
Yeah,
right?
That's
93
that's
Fox,
a-
94
That's
is
a
the
bad motherfucker. That car is.
yeah. You go to
soaring.
Stone Mountain, Georgia, and that thing would pull in, right, and you're like that. Like if money was no object, whatever. Those two, the Celine Fox body or the Cobra R.
That car was Ferrari level though when it was out.
Holy shit! It was
Right.
awesome. That was the kind of things I was into, like that.
That's a polo shirt, the big block stripes, some
Hilfigers?
gerbos.
Hilfiger polo.
Yeah, Hilfiger polo.
Yeah,
That's-
rugby shirt.
Yeah, rugby shirt. That's what I was thinking.
Hilfiger rugby shirt. Yeah. Some big Guess jeans, right?
K Swisses.
Yeah, the jeans just perfectly wore in where you still had him on the front,
Big fringe on the back.
fringe on the back. Yeah, and the case with fuck yeah, and a big ass stick to beat it off of me, just being thrown at you. Here, have some of mine.
And I will say, no body kits, none of that. Like that was never my thing.
No.
but
Pure performance.
just performance and lowered and looks cool, clean.
I mean, back in the day, you literally could do a, like when they were doing a lot of importing of the motors, you could do a non-VTEC dual overhead cam, like B18 motor. You could buy one of those for like $700, low mileage. You can do like either junkyard like Mitsubishi turbo and make a manifold, or you could do some eBay stuff and all that for like less than $2,000. You could have it running, and if you worked real hard, you could have it done in a weekend, and then you were making some pretty stupid fucking power. And then you didn't have enough money to buy upgraded CVs because that was the first thing that was going to go.
It'd eat the
Hey,
CVs.
actually, the
Yeah.
O'Reilly CVs, they help.
Lifetime warranty,
Yeah,
right?
And
lifetime warranty.
The
and you
warranty
just-
thing was always
Would
a
it-
thing. You
would
put
it
a new
give-
set in for a weekend and go out and race, and
Would
then
it-
blow them and then take them back and get them swapped on Monday.
Would the inner or the outer let loose?
It was the inner usually.
Inner, yeah.
So it wasn't as violent.
No, but it was
Whip around. Like,
no, it was a
Well, it could be though if it falls down and pole vaults you up off the road.
Okay.
they like generally
There's
hit the
stuff.
subframe in there
Okay.
and
Yeah.
just made a lot of noise. But it was never like a holy shit, it's blowing up. It was like a on and ping off. And
Yep.
fuck, that's gone. Damn it. But you could swap them out quick, especially when you get
Yeah.
used to it. Because all of the things that remember the things that you just didn't reinstall, like all of your inner shields and all your
Yeah, where
plastics
would
like
they
that.
be?
Break the CV or the stub.
Usually the stub, like at the where the splines stop, it would shear it there.
They were clipping, or how did they? How'd you?
Yeah, they had to.
So after they sheared, how'd you get them out?
Fuck, how did we get those out?
They just
Oh,
they're
slug around
splined,
'em.
Yeah.
and then you just pop the other half of it out, and then there's the nut on the other side. Yeah,
Oh, you go through to pop
Yeah.
the other half up.
yeah, yep.
They're
I think, dude. Honestly, I think you owe it to yourself. I want to see you with Jody in one of these things.
Jody
Like-
have one today.
Let's see.
She
like,
wants one right now.
I'd love to see it.
She wants one right now.
What was the driving position? Were you like up on the shit? Was it like a race stance, or were you rolling? Was it more like a?
But Jody was laid back.
And Jody was like,
What was it? Was it like I'm getting like gasser style, like the shifters, like I'm up on the, I'm getting ready to fucking launch this thing,
I
or were
had.
you rolling? Is it? How
Well,
was
it depends on what you're. If you're cruising, you roll the seat. So
You're
listen,
racing. You're racing.
the seat stays in the same position regardless of the activities you're doing.
Okay.
Right?
I just
Seats
trying to
down.
Paint the picture.
Seats down in cool position.
Okay.
The way it's cool. Headrest popped out
Okay.
always because it's way cooler.
Keep in mind these had factory Recaros too.
Yeah, this is a race. This is a race car, right?
I'm getting excited
Now-
now. Now you guys are
so
saying
the-
some cool shit.
the seat is always laid back,
Okay.
right? But now I change my body position based on the activity that's going on, and those activities change. You're just cruising, having fun, listening to some music. You kind of find yourself laying back in that thing,
Yeah.
right? Now you're on the interstate, just maybe doing some spirited driving, fucking around with some friends, or whatever. You start getting back up in it, right? So you can give that thing a little flick,
This
right?
is 5-speed.
Yeah, of
Yeah,
course, 5-speed. Yeah, and
Yeah.
you know how you look at the Honda guys from an American muscle car, right? You know, from your ivory tower and your GI Joe thing. and all my hot
from
rods.
from the bow of the GI
yeah,
Joe.
from the GI Joe aircraft carrier.
Super soap.
That's
with
the
their
way.
backpack in the
That's the
trunk.
way Honda guys looked at fellow Honda guys with automatics.
Yep, absolutely.
It had to be a manual.
Okay.
It had to be a manual, right?
Get it.
And then when it came like drag race time, whatever, all I would do is I would like go up 2 notches on the sleeve, still leave
Pull
it
that
laid
thing
back,
up.
still leave it laid back.
Yeah, so you're doing the
And then-
you're doing the
Pup. Yeah.
okay.
And then, I mean, like
can picture you.
like a joystick, I could
like he
flick that
drives
thing,
now.
man.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Was it the weighted one?
No, I didn't like
You
the
didn't
weighted
get the
one.
weighted
No,
No.
I
What
would-
the hell are
They
you
had
talking
they
about?
had a
Weighted
weighted
shifter?
shifter. Yeah.
So you can-
No, they had a weighted shifter. Skunk 2? Is that right?
Yeah, it was a skunk too, and it had the like titanium looking ball on the top.
Yeah.
Just so it would
It had
had some momentum.
some momentum going
It
back.
uses rods to go in there. So, yeah, it was kind of clunky, but
I mean,
feel
just
for it.
never lift on the gas.
You just flat
Flat shift the whole way.
If you could have, unlimited budget, the perfect Survivor car, not modified, what would the ultimate import be right now?
I'm a sucker for an EG hatch. I like the 95
It's got
to
What is an EG?
that's the body style of the hatchback Civic. So it's a Civic.
Civic.
So Civic, they have different.
It's like Del Sol, like a
This
Del
would be-
Sol looking thing.
No, this is a Civic hatchback.
Pull it up.
I'm torn between the 92 to 95 body style or the 96 and up. I don't like the 98 body style.
Who
So
does?
the-
I mean, who does?
The
98,
EG
nobody likes the
hatch,
98.
that was the car that was in the shop that was mine. That
Really?
a buddy of mine that actually works for me now, that we work together at that other hot rod shop, he bought that car from me. It's basically a truck. It's got a tailgate.
Yeah, that's like your quintessential little ripper thing.
Yeah,
saw
but
back
I like more of like a little. Like
Where did
kinda
these go?
racing.
Where did these go?
They're the only good ones are popping up all over for $30,000. I want an Integra. I would really like to have an Integra.
Tiger Type R.
Yeah, it wouldn't have to be a Type R, but I'd like a Type R. American Type R would be fine.
What about a Prelude? What was the Prelude that had the dual
Prelude.
exhaust? There was a guy. There was a gym teacher. Somebody. No, what was he? The trainer in high school had one.
The Prelude or was it
Bronco?
S2000?
No, it wasn't. I think it was a Prelude, but it had dual exhaust. It was like a little sporty.
Square or round?
Usually with
Kinda
Hondas,
it
that
had
would
like a
be-
little sharpish edges.
Usually,
I want to. Yeah,
Honda's
on the
a dual
left.
exhaust.
On the left.
This
yeah.
body style?
Yes.
I
Yeah.
don't- yeah, I
Fifth
guess-
gen Prelude.
Yeah.
Yeah, I guess I don't remember.
So
this one.
I rocked one of
Flow
those.
Mitron. Flow.
no lie. I know you're going to give me some shit. So you remember H22 swaps, right?
Mm-hmm.
So H22 is the engine that came out of that Prelude, right? 2.2 liter,
Yeah.
right? 4-cylinder.
Big block.
It's a big block. It literally is the big block equivalent, right, of doing a Honda swap. Most of these cars came with 1.6 liters. The swap to a dual overhead cam was a 1.8 liter. Then you get dual overhead cam versus single overhead cam. Huge. You're going 105 horsepower to 185 horsepower just for an engine swap. You go up to the 2.2 liter, talking about 220 horsepower stock. Throw a turbo on that. A good built H22, you can get into the 480 to 520 horsepower.
That's no joke.
Then in a Civic hatchback, stripped interior, no back seat, like down. I mean, it's
That
a
motor went into those cars.
yeah. You're running low 10s to high 9s, and it's a completely streetable car. But that feeling of front wheel drive with that much power,
Uncontrollable.
it's controllable, but it's so much fun because it is it's so scary.
It's
It's not
just
like
violent.
you can't do it. It's
It's
fucking
violent.
violent.
Like a lot of torque steer.
Yeah,
Yeah, there's torque steer.
and it just
But
shakes and jumps.
Interstate runs would
Yeah.
the amount of fun that you could have on an interstate
Yeah.
because of the torque
I-
and the downshifting that you could
When
do.
you
like,
get into those where it's now you're making power. Like,
Yeah.
I'm not going to knock that. Like anything that goes fast.
I've never
is
short of big power like 800 and 900 horsepower Lancers and Evos that
Yeah.
just launch like a cat. Those make you sick like your damn RS6 used to do, right? An H22 swapped with a blower or a turbo in a Civic or whatever is some of the most fucking. It's like driving what you would think driving an old 80s NASCAR on the street would be. It's that loud and that violent.
Yeah,
and
that's always what I thought.
I mean, that's where hot rodding started. You know, take a Model T and put a flathead in it, or a Model A and put a flathead,
Right.
or one of those new small block Chevys. You know, put that in a Model A or something. That's the same thing.
the thing, too, when you have them just like on the fucking ground, you just about can't lose the ass end no matter what you do.
That's because the fucking wheels aren't turning in the back, dude. How the fuck are you going to?
And they're only 6 inches from the front wheels.
I'm talking about like when you're doing stupid shit like on an on-ramp.
Yeah, it's
right?
just going to push and wash the front end out.
It never fucking pushes, right? If you're in the fucking throttle, it won't fucking push.
Sure as fuck
But
not oversteering.
it will. You can get the back end to start coming out because it's
With the emergency.
No, without doing anything, because it's so fucking light and it's pulling.
McDonald's trays.
It just comes out, but it's like it's so fucking controllable. You just pull
Because
through.
the rear wheels aren't spinning.
Now,
I
you
understand
try
that.
to autocross it, yeah, it's going to push the front end like you're not. But
Oh yeah, in a tight. Yeah, but like it's fun, super fun.
Yeah, I mean, I got a lot of seat time in a Chrysler LeBaron, so I know a thing or two about front wheel drive. Not a lot
and
of power.
big horsepower.
Not a lot of power, but I know how to make the car rotate. Hand
Burger
brake.
King.
Oh yeah.
Burger
brake.
King
Just hand
trays,
brake. Just hand
Burger
brake
King
it.
trays under the rear.
Never got into
Handbrake.
that.
Do you ever have to do some adjustments on the handbrake because it wasn't yanking as hard as it used to?
No, it was probably the
A lot
best.
Really?
Yeah, a lot of subframe adjustments, a lot of unibody
Radiator
adjustments.
adjustments.
Good thing about stripping the interior. Basically, Civic was like a Volkswagen. It's so easy. You strip the interior
I
out.
remember, dude. At the drag
Below.
strip up at Union Grove, those dudes would show up and pull
the whole interior out?
disassemble the whole fucking car.
Yeah.
Out there and just stack it up.
Headlights.
Were there some fast ones out there?
Not back then. We didn't have any. There were no fast imports out this way back in that day. It was just big ass exhaust tips and bolt on stuff. You had no fast, nothing. Which is probably, I think, how I've grown to formulate that opinion. Like, if it's fast, I'm down with. Like, it's cool.
I got a buddy right now. I'm sure he's listening because he listens to all of them. Brian Cargill, stereo guy, right? We used to make a lot of money with the shop Civic hatchback street racing downtown Birmingham.
Okay.
Because everybody it's a Civic. It's not going to do anything. Fun times. I don't know if I'd have a Civic again. There's a couple of them. I'd like to have a Prelude. I'd like to have an Integra.
Where'd the Del Sol land?
That's for
My
women.
wife had one. That's where they
That's
landed.
for I just said they're for women.
This is the car I remember.
I know you always bring it up.
That green
The
Del
Calypso?
Sol. Yeah.
Yeah.
Did you ever dye your eyebrows or hair to match your car?
No, but bleach blonde hair, all that frosted tips.
Yeah, because it was cool.
Yeah,
Right?
Unbelievable.
yeah.
I'm getting that picture from Jody. Somebody has.
Somebody else. Acura Legend was what was cool.
Oh, that's basically a Cadillac.
Yeah, that was the
Oh,
shit.
that was
Acura
more like a
That's-
Ferrari or something.
I want an
Lambo.
Acura Legend
Pull that up.
Yeah,
big time.
Those got to be bringing pretty good money now. Doesn't Ludacris still have his or something?
Does he?
Yeah, I think that was. I read
This
a
was
story
this was about as
Looks like a
pimp
BMW.
as could be.
I remember that car.
Yeah.
It looks like a.
God, that car's so cool.
I think Howie Atlas had one of
Oh,
those.
I was wrong. I thought you were talking about a different Acura.
No, I think Ludacris had one of those when he was coming up, and then he still has it. I think Acura might have restored it for him or something.
We had
Look up the
twin Vietnamese brothers, the Wins.
Check out the '90s Toyota Paseo, otherwise known as the Sprocket. This was Fenn's mode of transportation. This was a fucking unit, dude.
I know the
You
car
know-
you're talking
you know.
about. Yeah.
Oh, look at that! Look at that thing. Fucking
It was-
A Japanese Cavalier.
Kind of like an MR2, just not.
yeah, it was dubbed the Sprocket.
Sprocket?
There's a thing at No Coast now where most of the guys working there have these little hatchback, just commuter cars to get back and forth. Where everybody has cool stuff too, but what was the thing that Riley just got?
A Prius.
But it's a little miniature. Looks
I
like a
didn't even
roller
know they
skate.
made that body style.
It looks like a little roller skate. It's like a miniature Prius, and like half of the guys there have little hatchbacks
little hatchback wagon things.
because a lot of them drive like an hour or
Yeah.
more to get to the shop every day.
Oh, we didn't hit your.
No,
first
we
start.
didn't. Next one. You
You're born.
graduated a year earlier than him.
You guys
Yep.
went to high school. You're born and raised in Nebraska, boys.
Yep.
I don't know
You're
why.
tried and true to American, though.
It's Ranchero.
It's a fucking American.
I'm just
car.
going
There's
Ranchero.
question about it.
Ranchero, that's what your guess is?
Not
That's
lo-
my.
not
Don't answer.
locally.
That's just my guess.
Rancheros didn't live in the Midwest.
Yeah.
They didn't survive. Didn't survive.
Okay.
It's a second gen Dakota quad cab Hunter Green.
Dakota.
You got something on the not quad cab's odd.
Yeah, nobody had a quad cab. Extended cab.
Yeah.
No. Crew cab was the
It-
when they came
Rounded
with the rounded
one.
one.
Oh,
yeah.
rounded one. Rounded one.
Okay.
When you say Dakota, I think square. I forget about the rounded one. And the SRT that
Was
they
it
did.
a hand-me-down family car? Something you
No,
purchased?
my dad bought it for me.
Is it something you
was-
aspired to have, or it was your transportation?
I didn't really aspire to have it until he threw the idea out there. Then I got really excited about it, as I guess any kid would with a first car, right?
Fuck. Man, I don't know.
A Laguna.
That's pretty close, but that's not it.
I don't know, man. This is a complex one. I can't.
If you're hung up, you're hung up. Okay.
Pontiac Bonneville.
It is not a Pontiac Bonneville. It's a Chevy product.
Monte Carlo.
That's pretty close too, but that's not right.
Aero Coupe.
Still a Monte Carlo.
No, it's not that. I think your '90s era. I don't think it was that old. I think it was '90s.
It wasn't.
No, damn it. All right, fire away. We're lost.
Caprice.
A 72 Nova.
Oh,
That was the first one then.
Yeah, and
Talk
actually,
about
just
money.
interestingly enough, I have a
So
picture.
It
of
wasn't.
my God.
So it was running and driving.
Well, not very good.
But yeah.
And that's me with Jinkos on and a Jinko T-shirt. And I still have that shirt. Anyway, yeah, it did run and drive, but poorly. I mean, that was a $600 car in 1999 when I got it.
Oh damn. That would have been.
Wouldn't
cool.
have guessed it, man.
I still have it. It's the one that's at his shop.
Really?
That's
Yeah.
that's going
It's
back
a
together
badass
now.
car. I love X-Body Novas. Phil's a big fan too.
Phil's not a fan of Novas.
I don't like them.
Oh, sorry about
Phil
that.
makes a lot of wisecracks about Novas, but
I know. We have a buddy back at home that does too. He says it's just a cheap ass Chevelle.
I think
Phil's
it's-
averse to sexy
look,
shapes and cool cars. It's just
to
something.
me,
It's like
an X-Body,
color blindness.
X-Body Nova is the nastiest, probably the nastiest looking muscle car. When you put skinnies on the front and you bury the nose with a fat ass tire on it.
Yep.
That is just the toughest looking muscle car.
it looks like
there
a
is.
chick bent over.
And
I mean,
it's
that thing is
it's
just
going to be an old
awesome.
school build, a solid lifter, rectangle port, big block with a rock crusher,
Yeah.
all old school stuff. Well, what I didn't have that I wanted.
Should have just done a fucking H22 swap and a Civic. It'd be the same thing, just like that. Big block and a rock crusher, same visceral
All right, man,
experience.
pass the whiskey. Okay, I need some more. of that
We do
shit.
need a refill.
Next question. Most memorable law enforcement interaction story.
Oh, I guess that would probably be a few years back. We were all at the shop.
Appreciate
me and
it.
a bunch of buddies. We were putting together my shovelhead Harley, and a few of the buddies had some drinks, and they were laying around in the shop. And we've got another buddy that he had a, I don't know, what was that, 1100 horsepower ZR1.
Oh, yeah.
What year is ZR1?
C7.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I think.
Yeah, it was. So he comes pulling up, and he's got another Z06, same color, and I didn't think much of it, but I was like, man, that thing sounds pretty rowdy tonight. So found out it was the ZR1, and he's hanging out with us, and I don't know, it was 1 or 2 o'clock in the morning. He doesn't drink, but next thing you know, he takes off from the shop, 1 o'clock, 2 o'clock in the morning. We could hear him for 3-4 miles away.
Spirited driving, right?
Yeah, spirited driving.
Cleaning it out.
Yep.
Been sitting there for an hour or so.
Yep. Then I don't know. Everybody else cleared out about a half hour later. So I'm like, all right, time for me to leave. I'm locking up the shop. Truck's sitting out there running. Here comes 2 cops. Like, oh, we got reports. There's this yellow car come flying by here. I'm like, oh, I don't know. Yeah, I heard something, but
I don't know what that was.
yeah, I don't know what that was. He's like, well, what are you doing here so late? Oh, working on stuff. I'm like, well, this is your shop? Yeah. So take him in, walk in, kind of forgot that there was
50 beer cans
Yeah.
all over the place.
And he, there's 2 of them, him and his partner. They're shining lights everywhere. And I think I walked them around the shop, turned all the lights back on for about an hour and a half. They're talking to me, trying to see if I'm, if I had partaked in that, and let me go. So, yeah,
Could have been worse.
could have been way worse.
What about you?
Oh, with law enforcement?
Yeah.
How did we got into some trouble with that Nova at some point?
Well, okay, if we want to get into that.
I think you need to tell the other one,
Which one?
55 one,
I don't.
and the getting off from it.
The 55 one. I don't.
And you made a phone call.
Oh no, that's not a great. We can't tell that one.
Okay, off the air.
Yeah, that's a
That'll
different one.
incriminate someone.
No. Anyway, yeah, the Nova one time. Me and a buddy of mine, Spike is his name. If you guys come to Wheel Hub, you'll meet Spike. He works at the museum. I don't remember what we did. We were doing something to the car, and we went out. You thought you were like super tuning something. Let me bump the ignition timing 2 degrees and do this. And do
Be
that.
careful. Careful.
So we were out driving, and this S10, a V8 powered S10, pulled up next to me. And it's like, of course, it's game on. You can't not race. And it was like a Tuesday night or something. Not a normal night to be out cruising around doing that stuff. And we raced, definitely, or at least I thought I was racing. Whatever with my probably 300 horsepower 350 that was not fast at all. But I don't know, maybe it was more. But anyway, it had open headers. I never ever had exhaust.
Sounded like it was going fast.
It did. It definitely did. And we got pulled over, and the S10 kept going. I think he probably ended up beating me. I don't know. That was 20 years ago. And the quote that I remember is the cop came up and he says, "Man, that thing sounds pretty good."
Fucking right.
And I was like, yeah, I know. Don't give me a ticket, please. And then he gave me my license and stuff back, and he says, "I know you were just getting ready to go home and not, be out driving around and doing that shit anymore, right?" I was like, "That's exactly right."
How did you know?
Absolutely.
That's exactly right.
Yeah.
And it was like that. He intimidated me a little bit, scared the shit out of me, and then said, "Go home and quit doing that shit." So that's the best story.
You think they give a class on that?
For cops?
Yeah.
Yeah, because at a
know,
certain
I think
age or whatever, it's
There's
kind of
just
like,
a little humility.
Intimidation
Like,
and
yeah,
Oh, just trying to scare the shit
Yeah.
out of some punks.
yeah. Or instead of
on.
hem them up with a thing, whatever, it's best to be like, this is your chance. You might have gotten another chance, but this is your chance from me. I'm going to remember this car. It's probably best that you go put it up.
And I did. I
Yeah.
definitely did that night.
Yeah. Then
Until the next day.
you're like,
I
oh,
was
the
out
cops
doing
can't
the
be
same
working
shit.
again the same night, the next night. Next up, favorite car movie? Whoever.
Mine's 2-lane blacktop.
Fuck yeah.
Well, as of recently, it's Ford versus Ferrari, but there's so many of them. Gotta say Fast and the Furious just because it's so quotable.
Hold on just a second. Did you all go to the theaters and see that movie? Fast and
Yeah.
Furious? Remember how everyone was
cruised.
tearing ass out of the parking lot?
like we
after
cruised the parking lot for like months
Yeah,
trying
Yeah.
to make up races.
Yeah, anyway, sorry, Ben.
Yeah. First movie that I saw that I really decided that I like custom cars was a weird one, Boys in the Hood.
Like the Lowrider?
Ice Cube.
Great.
Ice Cube 63 in that.
Nothing harder than that car.
Yep.
Damn.
Yeah.
I think it was, what was it, Blood In, Blood Out, Bound by Honor? Was that the name of the movie? The Vatos Locos Forever? Was that the name of the movie? Blood In, Blood Out? It was a lowrider movie. It was like
Yeah, I don't remember the name.
I don't-
sort of a gangbanger, LA-based, a lot of lowrider stuff in it. The lowrider culture's definitely sparked an interest in cars for sure.
Well,
I loved a lot of the lowriders, but the Ice Cubes in that, it was like Survivor lowrider, right? Because it
Stockish.
just the whip. I mean, the shorty antennas on the quarters and hydraulics and wires, and you're like, oh shit, that's cool. Like,
Yep.
Yeah.
And it
because
is cool, actually.
in Alabama, it was like, there's nobody I know that does like full panel paint, and stuff like that. But I can find a '63 Impala in good shape for really cheap. Like that's attainable. I can do that.
Yeah.
And it's like the first, even before there was done in muscle cars and street rods, it was like, oh, the damn thing's just a stock fucking car, but like wheels and hydros. That thing's cool as shit.
I feel like lowriders were so influential to me that I've got to have one at some
I will have one. I will.
think because
Yeah.
it's a representation of a culture. It's not just a car or a hobby or a sport or any of that. It's like, that Southern California thing back then.
Even locally here, it was the only, like growing up around body shops and stuff, it was the only sort of exposure that I ever had to like an actual car culture. There was the import scene was like, it wasn't a culture. It was some like kids that
It was away from you.
they threw a fucking muffler on the car. It wasn't like a culture.
More of a fad, probably.
Yeah, that was the only thing that really had car culture. Like there were guys that were genuinely into it. Like,
And they were genuinely customizing them.
Yeah.
They were doing things to them. Yeah.
You're still on a 78 Monty, right? Like training day car.
yeah, you compound that to that me liking that car, yeah. But like, the '60s Impalas are obviously your go-to. But I would do 78, 79 Monte Carlo would be what gets it for me.
The Office. You're in the office, baby. Isn't that what he says?
Yeah. I just watched it again, probably 3 weeks ago. I find myself watching that movie like 2 or 3 times a year.
It's a
You could
great
probably
movie,
watch
too.
it tonight and enjoy it, really.
Oh, yeah, 100% will. Ethan Hawke. I will say I started watching by happenstance a couple weeks ago. I didn't finish it. Vanishing Point for the first time.
Terrible movie.
But there's some cool shit in it.
Yeah.
I will give.
Good shit. But
Where did you find that to even watch it?
It's on Amazon Prime.
is it really?
Yeah.
2-lane blacktop you can't get on any streaming service.
So
Really?
Yeah.
I didn't know this. I know you're gonna make fun of me. That's fine. I can be
Go ahead.
vulnerable.
Yeah. It's a safe place.
So flipping through, and there's a
Softball.
video of, now I forget the band. Who's the band that did their music video, like the movie Vanishing Point? They got the white Challenger, and they're doing.
no idea what you're talking about.
I know what you're talking about, but I can't think.
It's
Buck Cherry.
Everclear.
Everclear?
No.
Hold on, let's find it. You're gonna know the
You said ever. I thought
I don't know what you're talking about.
and music.
I
Video.
Can't Drive 55.
No, the Doors. Vanishing Point, Efficient in this road.
It wasn't the Gorillas, because they kind of had one similar to that. But
It was.
was it the Gorillas? They had a '69 Camaro that was cruising around.
This was a white Challenger.
Okay, well maybe it was a Challenger.
yeah, like a 70 Challenger, 71 maybe.
Damn, somebody's listening to this right now and thinking you guys are
They're
stupid.
yelling at us. That comment's going to come up like 6
The
months.
Gorillas
from now.
was right up there. That's not what you're thinking of.
It's
is it?
not that,
No.
because that one was. Damn.
Comment below if you know.
Hold on. Let's do
Audio
this. Let's do
slave.
this.
Audio Slave.
Audio Slave.
Audio Slave,
Oh.
yeah, yep.
That's how good my Google skills are.
You did a great job.
Dominate.
Josh Googles things like the comment.
What's
we
the
always
name
make
of the-
about boobs?
What's the name of the
It's that level of Google.
Video with car.
What's the name of the song?
Video with car.
What's the name of the song?
It's got one. Hang on, I'll get back to it. Show Me How to Live.
Good song.
Do you know this, Jeremy?
I don't think I ever saw the music video.
Oh, you
I know the
did.
song.
Once you see it, you'll know.
We got turn your stuff down
look at
so
that.
it's not loud. And he'll have to cut this out. So anyway,
Yes.
the whole video is that. I didn't know. I saw the music video, then I had to Google what is that, And it was like, oh, that's Vanishing Point. So I'm like, shit, it looks pretty
Kinda
cool
a lot
now.
Cooler in the music video.
So then I started watching it, and then I was like, yeah, the little clip that's in the music video was way cooler. But
In the movie, actually, it was way cooler in the.
It's a tough watch. I mean, it's a cool.
You have
car.
to love cars to watch it.
it's tough. But I'm giving it. I'll finish it. The Audio Slave. That's what I was thinking. It's not like a band that comes up like in a lot of discussions. Next up, the
Car build.
car build. Unlimited budget. You can build anything, but you're paying somebody to build it.
With unlimited funds.
Unlimited funds. What's the build and who's doing it?
Fiero. No.
With a sideways 305 and a tunnel ram, or what?
So yeah.
Gas or still. Huh?
So that's a weird one for me. George Poteet actually asked me that same question a couple of years ago at one of the Wheel Hub deals.
And you were like, me.
No, but that's a hard one because I like so much different stuff, but.
Does the builder have to be alive right now, or could it be any builder, past or present?
With the level of funds that you have for this, you could bring him back.
Bring him back.
There's new technologies, so you could bring this fucker back, dude. Anything you want. Sky's the limit. No boundaries. Am I right, Jai? Or do we have boundaries?
Hey, sure.
Josh was thinking boundaries, but
No, let's go ahead. I'm gonna bring Bill Hines back and have him chop the top.
Fucking
That's fine.
Chop that top.
So
Yeah.
I honestly would say probably a 32 3-window. Have you guys build some crazy ass chassis and collaborate with Troy.
We said unlimited budget, not
Yeah, not that unlimited.
Not that unlimited. Well,
I'm just kidding. No, get it.
yeah.
BBT Troy, right?
No.
Troy
I think you
Lab?
call him Troy Heavy.
Okay.
Troy Heavy.
Yeah.
It'd be interesting to see what Troy does with the 32 now. I wonder how he'd approach one.
Well, that's the thing is,
You know?
it would. I mean, he's got to one up himself now.
Yeah.
Because that's a tough, that's a tough car to do.
High boy or fendered?
To crazy love.
Fendered.
You're like that customer that wants to make all the decisions, even though they just hired the best of the best to build the car.
Oh no, that one would just. Here you go.
I want this thing on the ground, and I want a blown V12, but I don't want to extend the hood sides, and I need to be able to stretch my legs out.
Under the hood. Stock wheelbase. Too.
Stock
I don't
motor
like
in it.
these things stretched.
No. That'd be cool.
Yeah,
Fender 32.
Yeah.
but it would have to be some crazy chassis that nobody had ever even thought of. Kind of like
Axle, like solid vintage,
something like
vintage
what you
base,
guys-
modernized.
vintage base, maybe modernized, kind of like what you guys did with Devlin's.
Okay.
Yeah, just something
Yeah.
outside the box.
JDM front engine.
Well, yeah,
Autos.
H22. H22, that's the,
Yeah, it'd be
big
interesting
block.
to see on a fendered car how you tackle that.
What about you?
Mine's going to be a mix of new and old. And speaking of Bill Hines, I absolutely would bring him back from the dead and have him do some lead work to it. But the builder, it would have to be like a dream team of builders.
Nothing wrong
Because
with that.
you
We've,
said
brought up.
unlimited
we've
budget.
compiled some
So-
teams in the past.
Sam Barris is doing the chop. It's
Okay.
going to be a 49 Merc.
Okay.
100%. Or actually, never mind. I'm going to do a 37 Zephyr instead.
Hey, what do we say about Zephyrs? Oh, fucking Zephyr's cool.
Yeah, fucking Zephyr's cool. Fucking Zephyr's really cool.
Or 38 Zephyr. Whatever I can find on Marketplace that day.
Yeah.
37 to 41 Zephyr, I guess. Probably. Or maybe a 40 Merc. I don't know. Something like that. A custom for sure. I'm coming up with this answer as I'm talking about it. But Sam Barris is doing the chop because he was one of the first guys to do that. I want Bill Hines involved for sure. I'll probably smoke a cigar with him, too. And I met him.
You will one whether you smoke one or not. You'll be smoking it with him.
That's true.
You're like working with my old man.
But I would want
whether you're smoking or not.
I would want some modern stuff, like a modern
We're
chassis.
smoking.
But I don't want to see it. I want you to not even know all this stuff is
blended
there.
in.
Yeah, I mean, and on a custom like that, it's a lot easier to do, right? Because it's all covered up. Has to have 15-inch wheels though. Probably wide whites. You know, being something like that.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's something super cool like that. Super comfortable interior. Something you can drive anywhere you want. No air ride though. That's the only thing. No air. Can't do air.
Just sit it low.
Yeah, static definitely.
We talk about the Zephyr a lot, and I wonder. I've brought this up before, and I feel like a Zephyr is almost like, I'm going to compare it to oysters or caviar. It's like, oh, do you get some oysters? Oh, I fucking love oysters. Oh yeah, like because it's so exotic and sort of, it's a little bit of unobtainium.
And just you don't see them.
But you're like, but at the same time, you're like, dude, I really like fucking oysters. Like, I don't know. It's like I'm eating. I don't know. Yeah, these are good. Yeah, oh, I fucking love oysters. They're the best.
Because you can't have them. But then once you get them, you're like,
there's just something about a Zephyr that
might go for a cheeseburger instead of that.
Like,
I get it.
No, I'm talking like
that's exactly what we've talked about.
Yeah.
Like,
You know?
And then
It's like, oh, it's a little weird looking, but it's still, there's some cool shit about it.
it's almost like a. I get what you're going with it. I think that the possibly a better analogy is
Spaghetti and meatballs.
You do not look my analogy. Spaghetti meatballs.
this is gonna be way worse. This is gonna be way worse, right? But you'll try in the sense of a laugh, right?
Yeah.
Like a stripper. You're like,
When you turn the lights on, is this
no, you're like, oh fuck, that's cool, fucking tits and stuff, like, right? But you don't ever find yourself leaving after you've looked at that, and being like, you know what I'd like to take home and have, right? To own is a stripper, right? You don't find yourself searching out and trying to procure the Zephyr, but you really like looking at the Zephyr when you're at the show, and you're like, oh man, that's cool and stuff. At least me personally, I don't look at. There's a long list of cars that are on the list that I would like to own one day, and the Zephyr's not on the top 20 for me. There's some customs on there. Now you know what I'm saying? It doesn't come up in conversation of like, oh,
I'll tell you that
I need to have
you know
one
what
of
it
those.
kind of reminds me of? I'll say this: the one was Hot Rods and Hobbies just had it out at
The green one.
Yeah.
which is that's a really good looking car.
Yeah.
But it sort of almost reminds me of the muscular dude in the wheelchair on Family Guy. There's like a portion of it that's like, dude, it's badass. And then there's another part of it that's like, it's a little something's not right. You know what I mean?
Is this getting cut out?
no, no. I get it.
Possibly the best analogy, whether you like it or not.
Really good analogy.
But-
Because I see it now. I see it
Yeah.
in the car. It's
Because it's almost like it. I mean, I could keep going with this, but I don't think it's good for.
Don't stop.
I would
If
like
you don't
to
want me
see.
to stop, then it's more like, okay,
No, I probably stop.
okay.
What's the part that's fucked up on the
Well-
dude in Family Guy? And then tell me what explain.
Do you want me to keep going, or should we shut it down?
I think you should.
Because it's
What's
more
the timestamp? right
okay.
now?
Yeah,
It's
timestamp
like
it so Phil
something
can communicate
two
this.
hours and something.
But it's almost like he got knocked out of the wheelchair, and he's walking on his arm.
And you're like, fuck, that's badass. He's muscular.
Yeah, but then you look at the back and
Then
you're
you
like-
see the noodles.
And you're like, it's a little
Damn,
yeah,
those
like
are.
that.
I get it.
That
That's the
whole-
back of the car.
Yes, it's all fucked up back
all right.
there.
I'm glad you did it.
well, what I was going to
Because
say
that makes
was,
sense. Because it's like a bulldog.
Now you can. Now it tracks.
It's like a bulldog that's dragging his
now
legs.
it tracks.
Yeah.
I've never had a Zephyr.
I don't mean any
I-
disrespect. I'm just trying to.
That didn't sound.
It's a cartoon, dude. He's not
I
going to
didn't
fucking
I'm
get
not
pissed.
the guy behind Family Guy.
Right.
I didn't fucking do
It's a
that.
fucking cartoon. There's nobody get mad.
Yeah, that's why.
Oh, lots of people get mad about Family Guy. You kidding me?
Oh.
Right.
That was your concern on who was going to get mad was the guy.
Okay,
who wrote
somebody
Family Guy.
somebody listening will totally agree with that.
And you're right about that. But I think a Zephyr is one of those things like you don't get to unobtainium is a perfect word.
Yeah.
And I almost did buy one of those one time. What year was that one? We were going to buy it, just park it in front of the shop.
40.
It was a 40.
Yeah.
The one that you'd probably want.
Yeah.
And I don't even remember why we didn't buy it. We were me and another friend and Ben, I think we were gonna go 3 ways and just put it in front of the shop. It was like $15,000, I think is what they wanted for the car. Just for fun, and wait until somebody comes along and says, "Oh my God,
It's a Zephyr."
build that for me."
Yeah.
You know, like have him build it. And I don't remember why we didn't buy it, but I was always thinking, God
I think
dang it.
somebody else did.
Is that what? I don't even remember what happened. Maybe somebody beat us to it. We were thinking too long or something. It was like, God dang it, we should have bought that.
I got a new question. Then just we're gonna spitball this and see. We're gonna go around the horn, right? Quick. This is, you don't need to give this a lot of thought. This is just first thing that comes to your mind.
Rapid
And
fire.
We could keep coming back to this one because it'll probably change.
Okay.
7.
You've got $210,000, right? It's a very specific number.
Got it.
You got to buy 2 cars.
Yep.
$200,000 for one car,
$10,000
$10,000 for the other car. What's the 2 cars?
355 Ferrari. I'm just firing 355 Ferrari on one, and I'm buying a van with the other 10 grand. Probably early 70s Econoline.
Okay.
That's already got a small block 302 something in it.
Yeah. Great.
Shorty.
Phil.
That's just like boom, boom.
Boom, that's it.
I could think through it and probably
Yeah.
give you a million answers, but right off the tip of my tongue. You can't think about it.
I'm trying to do the
You can't
math.
Think about it.
Yeah, I'm trying to think.
out.
What cars are
Well, just get close.
$200,000?
Just get close. I mean,
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know.
What's the
so
10
you
grand
get
car?
no car. So you get no
I get
car.
no cars?
Phil gets no car.
You're walking.
Yeah, Phil, you get
All right, so we're going to save your 210 and put it on the next question, and you get 420.
420 is easier.
What's
That
420?
number. You can buy a lot better cars with that.
10 buys you some shit. There's got to be something there.
Yeah, there's all kinds of stuff because it's a perfect because somebody's giving it to you. There's always
Yeah,
if
you
you're
can
like,
spend
I
it
don't do well under pressure.
Well, you can spend it recklessly.
that's
is
the thing.
Yeah.
Because if you're like, oh man, I really
not
want
your
this,
210.
but it's $280,000. That's too much
Yeah,
to
it's
spend
not-
on a
it's
car.
not your 210. It's
This
just
gives you
210.
the things that you shouldn't buy.
I
for
get the concept. Yeah,
How many bad decisions have you thought about making?
a lot, which is the problem. I'm trying to narrow it
Think
down.
about it. All right, we talk about a lot.
That's like
we fire a lot.
9,000 emails back and forth.
Yeah, we send a
on
ton.
Facebook
97
Marketplace.
97 Viper GTS. That's 100. Okay, so what's another 110? What?
It's the
Or you
first
said
one.
two-
All right, I'm going to
210.
go like 95 F-150 as a daily.
That's the $10,000.
Somewhere in there, yep.
That's-
Extended cab.
Extended cab, short bed.
The problem is that's a
Can't-
clapped out one. Because for a good one,
Or
you're
you
going to spend
spend it-
about
or you-
18,
yeah.
or
Well,
the 200 on the good one.
So I got 200 or $180, $190.
Yeah.
It has 190,000 miles on it.
Yeah.
I've spent to those lately.
they're
The
cool.
bigger dollar one, I'm going to throw C7 Z06.
Modded though, already
Yeah,
modded
yeah,
with a
built.
Pro Charger. So
Yeah.
A nasty boy.
that's a fun
Tall
car.
tire rear car.
Yeah, that's a good car. Nice
So-
little combo.
So I think just because this is in that price range, I would go 99 Nissan GTR.
That's $200,000.
They're actually more. That's probably a little
Yeah,
clapped out one.
you're gonna have to find one that's a little rougher, but he gets one.
and,
That's
and,
99.
and
So that's the like Tokyo Drift one, right? That's not.
yeah,
like-
that's like that style.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
And then, because obviously there's more expensive cars that I
Yeah.
would buy that are not that.
That's
but,
why this is it's a sweet spot number
that's a
to
cool
make it
car,
a.
though.
But for the 10,000, and this is also going to be a little clapped out too. But a 05 Suburban 3/4 ton with barn doors,
05.
With the 8.1 or 6
Yeah, it's
liter?
gonna be.
6-liter.
Oh,
six-
really?
What gets you on the 05?
That thing's gonna be done.
05, 07.
Dunzo. That thing's gonna be done.
Had steering wheel controls.
Okay.
You know, I guess it could be 03 to
Yeah.
07.
The most important thing I think he's looking for is barn doors.
Yes.
Because you can put a forklift, load shit
Yeah.
in the back of it with a forklift instead of
Without
having the
bumping the
overhead gate.
tailgate.
Yeah.
Yeah.
bumping the
Yeah, they just look like
You,
shit,
you,
though.
you
the
load a
back,
lot.
The barn doors.
You need to load a lot of forkliftable things in the back of your Suburban.
I'm like a daily.
Tahoe right now.
Tahoe.
But yeah.
What do you
no.
loading in there?
All sorts of shit.
What
I
about
mean,
a-
that's the beater.
There-
What about a
Nothing
pickup
worse.
truck?
Well, I got that too,
Yeah,
but
nothing worse than somebody bumping
but
the
that's
tailgate
basically a
with
pickup
forklift.
truck with a built-in topper.
Okay.
Yeah.
No, it does
And it
everything.
can haul
he
kids.
He can haul his kids. He can pull his
They're-
jet skis. He
It's
can.
odd year range. Odd year range for me. I don't track with the year range Because I feel like the people are
That's a good looking year.
people are
is.
attracted to the
My wife had one on.
either the OBS
Wheels.
or the square body era.
So
Like that's
These are
that's
better
unique.
though.
It's
so
unique.
they're
I don't know a lot
better.
about
they,
them.
They already
GM
have the
What year was
LS.
the one we had? That was an OBS style.
90s.
What's it? A
We had a
GMT
bunch.
800?
Yeah, I think that's what they call- yeah, I think
GMT
that's
800.
Yeah,
or
800.
something.
It's the one that had the Denali had the rounded grill in
Yeah.
it or whatever, and the
It's like some shit cousin Mikey would roll up and be like, "Hey,
They're reliable. They had
Denali.
they had the LS. You know, that was pre DOD crap. They'll
Yeah.
go 400,000 miles.
I drive one every day that has 350,000 miles.
Do you
on it.
really?
Yes, I do.
what's your picks?
Me?
Yeah,
I don't even know what cost $200,000. A really pimped out brand new diesel truck, I guess, has got to be almost 200 grand.
Yeah, a couple of mods, you could get there pretty quick.
You know, yeah. And then $10,000 one. I don't know. I'm gonna say like a 2001 Duramax. Would that be an LB7? And
You're
the
not
only
even a diesel guy. Why are you?
the only
two
reason I
pickup
would do
trucks.
this, yeah, I know, but I don't need to, so I'm going to get rid of this one, and just to mess with my friend Clint,
it's a
I would-
$10,000 prank.
I would drag
I love
I would drag it through his front yard with my sweet new diesel and leave it there because he wants one of those really bad because they're
I
pre
appreciate-
EGR.
I love a
appreciate
$10,000
the
prank.
prank, yeah.
I'm here for that.
If I hit the lottery, all my friends are going to get messed with so bad. It's going to be so ridiculous. I'll be broke within 3 months, definitely.
All right, Josh, you've had some time now to think about this as we've
I really wasn't thinking.
Well, we made it around the table.
Quick, 48. It's going to have some miles on it, so we just get to fuck with it, right? Because it's if you're getting it right for
488?
488. And then I'll try to swindle a. It'll be fucking clapped too, but you know what? Probably a square body Lightning.
for 10 grand.
Yeah,
That fucker's gonna have 700.
That
That's
might
an
be-
F-150 with
Yeah, I don't-
lightning stickers.
Yeah.
That might be 30
Possibly.
grand
Yeah.
nowadays or something like
Yeah,
that.
you can get pretty good for 14 and 15 and 16. So I was thinking, with a little bit of
You
miles
can't
on
get
it for 10.
488 for under 200 grand.
Yeah, with miles on them, you can get them for 199.
Better get it right now.
Yeah.
They got another
70,000.
1,000.
Yeah, I mean, you
towards
can
the
get. I mean,
Lightning.
I'm not saying it's gonna be fucking pristine, but there's a couple of damn wrapped ones, and they got fucking dumb shit done. That
So Josh is driving
This is-
nothing because both of his choices are fucked. Neither one of those are drivable.
probably not, but it's fuck around money. It'll change
why
next
it's
week.
fun.
This is the point of the exercise. I don't think your 355 is actually going to be a fucking cherry for 200.
If you got it with the F1 shift, you could get a fucking ripper unit.
Does
They're
anybody
not
ever-
valuable. The 6-speed's valuable. I would want the 6-speed.
It's going to be red with tan interior.
I'd
It
take
works on that car.
I'd take it. Dude, I'd take it.
Yeah.
For sure.
Does anybody
Red with
ever
black interior be a step up.
Dude,
pull the
just
rug
do a
rat
Fiero.
under?
At that point,
What do you say?
Does anybody
with
ever
the
pull the
body
rug
kit.
rat out from under your feet on this show and switch to margaritas?
Made margaritas?
Yeah.
We drink tequila quite a
We
bit.
brought a whole shitload of margaritas.
Oh,
and
did you really?
Ben's routine is not every day, but once a week, twice
Shit,
a
we
week.
forgot about this whole.
Once or twice
we
a
had
week.
cooler here.
He'll
Yeah.
have a cut water, they're called.
Okay.
Have you guys ever had those?
They're convenient. They've got. I've had the Bloody Marys.
He's tried every single one.
Yeah,
And this
the
is the
ranch.
only
I
one
haven't
that's
tried
worth
every
a shit.
single one.
Okay.
Yeah, he's tried all of them several times.
I will-
They're handy. Like if you're out in the summer, they're great.
yes.
'Cause you're-
At a car show,
Yeah, you don't have to mix a cocktail.
these are great. They're,
Nice.
they'll get you a little buzz going. You probably don't want to get into 2 or 3 because
Oh, yeah, this is just like a glass of bourbon, pretty much, I think.
Yeah, but this dude, I'll bet you, this guy's not having to buy a 210. He doesn't have a $210,000 car budget. The Cutwater Spirit. These were like I feel like the first dudes that popped out with the cans mixed
That was
drinks.
good.
yeah,
yeah,
so I like a more-
seltzers.
Yeah.
Yeah,
a more
like
tequila
knocked it out of the
margarita. I
fucking
don't
park.
like.
Yeah.
a
I'm not
sweet
supposed to be
margarita.
drinking tequila. It's gonna be bad.
You look crazy. You look crazy.
No, it's been
Tequila makes us close.
been
Oh, heartburn?
messing with
that
me
is
bad,
really good.
just out of nowhere.
Well,
A
you should
drink
have
for
said
you.
that and then just not drink it.
No, I don't care. This is all up.
Or just don't.
It's
go.
just not who you are to turn down a drink.
No, and
That is good for. Yeah,
Honesty is always
things are
the
hit or
best.
miss. That's pretty good.
Yeah.
They should sponsor this podcast.
Dude, they absolutely
Not
should.
a horrible idea.
I'm sure these guys are fucking crushing it. Like I said,
Yeah.
What's $250,000 a year just to sponsor you guys or something?
that's nothing for this shit.
That's what I mean.
Yeah. I mean, just think of the return on that.
I mean,
Do they
you
do
could-
any whiskey cocktails? Because the
They,
name
they do like a highball. They do.
We already changed the name to Owl.
They do an old fashioned, I think.
Yeah, they do an old fashioned. I would say personally, stay away from Moscow Mule. It tastes just like
Don't
ginger.
talk shit like that about the
I'm
new
just,
sponsor.
I'm
Ben.
just saying.
You flip it.
personally.
You
Yeah, it
flip
has-
that.
it has
You
to
could
be
flip that
authentic.
W upside down so easy. It'd just be OM,
Has to be
oil and
authentic.
margaritas. It'd be
Yeah.
easy.
OM, I thought was Old Milwaukee.
Has to be
Solid
authentic.
beer.
But the Bloody Marys are handy because the Bloody Marys, it's kind of a pain in the ass to make. Mm-hmm. They're not, it's not going to be as authentic as like a handmade, like you fucking grind up every,
But
put
it'll
it in
do the
blender, make
job.
the whole all the ingredients. But
Yeah.
it's great, like
Who
road
breaks out
trip
a
and
blender
stuff.
for
Yeah.
Bloody Marys. That's a bottle, and
Dude, no, if you
Well-
really get into that and like
I just don't have the time for
scratch,
I got another question. I've grown
Yeah.
bored
You're
of
done
all this.
talking.
Fucking margarita, cool. Bloody Marys, blender, no blender. My Bloody Marys are better than your Bloody Marys. No budget.
Okay.
You can buy any build that's been built in the last 10 years.
Ooh, I like that. That's a good
Right.
question. Dude, that's the second intelligent thing you've done today. You're fucking.
What was
careful.
the other one?
You're having a hell of a week.
It's
We had a
only
little.
two.
We had a little.
good fucking day.
No, yeah, we had a little product.
And I'm out.
Yeah, we had a little product email exchange that Josh lended some insight to out of fucking nowhere, and you're having a big day. What happened? Did you have something crazy
took
happen
his
last
vitamins.
night? Something that, go a little heavy in
I
the gym this
hate
morning.
so much. In
I
this,
believe the email that came back around.
The-
Was, Josh is a fucking idiot.
Wait, I think we should read the email. I think we should read the email. Pull it up.
I'll read the email.
This is just to keep.
I don't think.
I
we
think.
should.
Well, no, I think you should. I think it's important to keep. We've talked about this before. That like
Honesty.
honesty and your best friends, you give them the most shit, right?
Absolutely.
100%.
Yeah.
And this group, between the three of us, I mean, it's ruthless, dude. It is.
So you're
absolutely-
fairly decent friends.
There's
Yeah,
even
I'd say
things.
so.
There's even things that happen amongst only two people. That then there's a pact made to hide it from the third one because it's so bad. And you're like, nope, that's between me and you. That goes nowhere. So there was a product thing.
We're working on.
Mike
Look,
sent
I'll
something
start it
out.
with this. We're working on something that I started, and me and Mike O'Brien, our lead engineer here, we're working on, and me and Mike talked back and forth, and we came up with a concept, and your initial idea isn't always the best. It's good to get an outsider's point of view,
Yeah.
a third party. So Josh, and I think you were copied on it, and then our CNC department. I was out of the shop this morning. Josh jumped in and then sort of reimagined it, and then this is where we landed.
Well, I just had a couple questions to Mike, and then we started brainstorming about something. So we left. He was going to relook at a couple things on possibilities if this happened. Well, the next email came from Mike, the lead engineer, back to the same group from the first email.
Okay.
Josh just came into my office and told me my original design sucked. Then he goes through this new design that, won't bore everybody with.
Yeah, on my end, you might want to just change some of the wording.
Nope. Sorry. You wrote it. It's an email.
Just a little.
You have to
bit,
deal with
like,
the consequences.
Just tweak it.
I'll tweak it.
Just tweak it.
I'm pretty good at that. So then,
run it through ChatGPT or something.
so Jeremy emails back after reading this concept to all the group, right? Jeremy says, Mike, sending this just to you and not copying Josh. Just shocked that for as R-word as he is, that he came up with a decent idea. He must have stolen this idea from someone or something. It's just very seldom that he has any remotely good ideas. At any rate, I'll probably come up and make a few styling tweaks so I can claim it as my own. Otherwise, all good. Although I was copied, obviously, on that email.
And now this is going to be.
It sounds so much better if I
forever.
just read it like it was said.
Yeah. At the end of the day, though, this is a really good product.
It's a great product.
And I commend you, dude. Josh had a fucking awesome idea, and this thing's a banger. Between Josh and Mike, we've got something.
I just want to go back
We've
to
got
the
lightning in
clip.
the bottle here.
I'm going to have Elia, what you thought was a compliment. Dude, that is 2 good ideas today. What is wrong with you?
You're having a big day.
Big day for Josh.
Yeah, big day for Josh.
buddy.
So, anybody at any point in time, no particular order, build that somebody else has built over the last 10 years. I'm not going to be hard and fast on that because I probably can't remember the last 10 years, but I'm not going to go back to fucking ancient times. No budget. What's the build that you could buy? I'm guessing one of them is going to be one that's probably been mentioned on this show earlier.
I think for me, it's easy, dude. It's the GeForce Cuda was the most influential build to me. It was the most inspiring. Hit home with me. I'm fucking taking that 100%. But I'm taking it from Bob Johnson, not Doug Cooper, because Doug's gonna be like, he's gonna, I feel like Doug's gonna be like, that was my car. It was fucking,
Oh, it's from Boston.
no, he's a New Yorker. Sorry, if it came off as Boston.
It definitely did.
Yeah.
GeForce for sure. I knew that was.
You got to go softer on the. Can't hang.
Yeah.
Don't get Zach into that, please.
Camaro.
Yeah, the Camaro. The car. But yeah, that's a fucking banger, dude. There's no question about it. That's probably it's the muscle car. It hasn't been. I don't think it's been topped. Correct me if I'm wrong.
No, I don't think so. That sets the bar. I'm
Go ahead.
I don't know how to frame this. It's going to sound stupid.
What?
Good catch.
Go ahead.
Good catch.
Go ahead.
I agree. I don't think that the GeForce Cuda has been topped. However, I can make this statement because this was pre my time as far as the concept.
Yep.
I do think that the Road Rage / Rampage concept, I'm going to mix them together.
I think Rampage.
Rampage gives it a pretty close fucking second. I can say that because it was pre my time, so I don't care.
I agree with that. But
different builds, but different.
Completely different builds. That's the thing is apples and oranges there.
Apples and oranges, but I would have to say very similar, if not tied, for pushing the envelope a certain amount at the given time.
Right. Yep.
That's cool.
Even for
dude, no, honestly, that's the third. You're having a week like I've never seen, dude. Seriously, you're hitting.
It's only Wednesday.
You're hitting your stride, man.
I'm off for the rest of the week.
You're hitting your stride.
I can't take it anymore.
I mean, how could you one up what you've done already today?
Fuck up. Bad tomorrow. And you know what? That's the other thing about these front doors. Somebody needs to do something with this.
No, that's cool.
Grandmaster.
Oh, yeah.
Just because that was, for
It was
me,
a banger of a fucking car. Yeah, for sure.
And that solidified it for me that, you could make a career of this. And
more than the Impression, you think?
Yeah. I think the Grandmaster, I don't know. Something about the Grandmaster.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, Grandmaster was one that was such an exaggeration of proportions that also worked so well. Mm-hmm. Like to be so borderline cartoonish in the proportions, but it also be like, well that's a car, not like an.
It's interesting when you're taking cars that aren't necessarily what you wouldn't call them beautiful, right? Interesting cars, not beautiful. A 70 to 73 Cuda, it's sort of a sexy car.
Has sex to it.
So that's a car that's just
it's
got nothing going for it,
right?
So to make it beautiful.
Yeah, 35 Chevrolets. Yeah. Would you try to enjoy it with some light, small driving, or would it be the museum piece to look at as art?
I think that's just a museum piece, piece of art. Yeah.
What about you?
That's so hard. That's I mean, I could make maybe a top 10 list.
So out of the top 10, if you had to pick one.
It's just the first one that comes to your
Well, I
mind
can
right
tell
now.
you-
Yeah,
Doesn't
I
mean
can
it's
tell
the
you
one.
one of the cars on the top 10 list would be the Sick Fish Cuda. Definitely. And the reason is because the time,
changed the game.
well, and more than once.
Yeah.
You know, so, and who I was when I first saw it. I knew just enough about cars when that Rides TV show
Yeah.
came out that I was like, I get this a little bit.
Yeah.
You know, and I know who this guy is that is having this car built. And I'd already seen Chicane in person before that.
Sure.
And so I was like,
What a segue.
I
What a
know,
segue, 'cause
I
that's
know-
mine. Is that yours?
I know who that guy is that is building this car because I shook his hand at, as a 13-year-old or whatever.
Yeah.
And it was like, that's a top 10 car for me for sure. And it was a goddamn good car.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm sure that it's a better car now, knowing what I know. But
that was a good car. It was a good car.
that deserved an update, really.
Yeah, and it was everybody liked to dig into that because of the fact that it got like a V2.
Where's
right?
the drama?
Yeah. There's
What
no fucking
happened?
drama. There's no fucking drama, dude. That car paved the path for what
So
most
some of
us
what-
would do.
Absolutely.
Who the fuck was putting big wheels on a muscle car and sitting it low and putting satin finishes?
Tons
like,
of horsepower.
Yeah, dude. It just so happens that the industry evolved. Anybody could take.
Yes.
You can go back and you could take the '66 Chevelle that the Roadster Shop did, that I think sort of shaped the Roadster Shop. You guys could take that car and totally update it. Like that car needs it at this point. It would need updating. That doesn't discredit it, I don't think,
No.
from what it did at the time.
And
you
I
know?
think that certain cars are well documented enough that you're allowed to mess with them, because that's what this business is about, is messing with stuff.
Yeah, dude. I mean, even like there's God, who's the guy? The dudes that they've got the Suburban that we did, the 4-door Suburban,
The
Blazing Rods?
Blazing
Blue
Rods.
one?
Yeah,
Yeah.
Like, dude, that was a fun build. We did some cool shit
A long ass time ago.
a long time ago. Like
that was a great build that you guys did. That
but
was one of the
there's
ones
no
that I-
fault to take that and be like, oh, that's awesome that you took that and like updated it, because there's a lot of better shit. There's things that
This thing's,
today,
what, 15 years old?
that there's things that today could be done a lot better. Like, but that doesn't take the style away. Like it
doesn't take any of the
chopped,
magic
looked-
away from what it was.
But
Right.
you made it better. Like there's
Well, think about it.
nothing wrong with that. You know.
If anybody is going to sit here and say that they can't do a better job today than they could 15 years ago, then what does that say about how much you've been, how much
Progressing.
effort you've been putting into
Right.
progressing in your subject matter?
Other than musicians, you know, what the fuck is it with them? That they
well,
just
sometimes they just can't do that.
can't-
Because they get sober and stuff, I think.
yeah. There's no
Is-
wailing with a Mac 10. Like wailing with a Mac 10 is obviously a lot better than.
Tell me that's not a good shirt.
It's a great shirt.
It's excellent.
It's a good logo. It's a horrible shirt.
The shirt itself, the sleeves on the shirt are bad, right?
What's the vehicle?
Is
Jeff?
is Chicane yours?
I was going GeForce Cuda. Can I buy it from him? Is this like
You can outbid him. You have
You're
unlimited
second behind
money.
him. Yeah,
And
so
then he's
you
gotta buy something
Yeah,
else,
you take.
so-
This is
Okay.
like Dirty Santa.
If you
so
buy it
you've
from
taken
me-
GeForce Cuda.
I'll allow it. You buy it for me, then
I
that
bet
gives
it
me-
wins.
I got a couple
That
other
gives me
ones on the
another
list,
vehicle.
So
gives me another vehicle.
yeah, I don't know if I want to give him that, because like if he buys it, I could just go drive it whenever I want. And look
Well,
Yeah.
we're going to continue this. So right now, you own the GeForce Cuda.
Yeah, but Phil's
You can
interested
either
in
take it now, right, or wait to take it later.
There isn't no reverse card. It
So
sounds
what?
like.
What do you
kinda
think the
what I'm thinking.
situation was? Was Doug? Why did Doug sell it?
Bob sold it to Doug.
Yeah, rewind.
Yeah.
We're buying it from Bob.
No, you're buying it from Doug. Doug has it now.
Cutwater's kick it in.
No, we said that we thought
Oh, you're alternate
we
reality?
We're busting balls. We're
Yes,
busting
I got
balls
it.
A little bit, but
I get it. We haven't figured out the procurement process, but you own the
Okay.
GeForce Cuda.
I own the GeForce Cuda. Is Phil taking the G? Am I now pushing the GeForce?
Do you get to
Cuda
pick
along?
from the middle?
I think
Or
by,
do you have to-
by default, that's in my collection.
I get it.
It's gonna sit in the showroom here, so it's kind of.
He owes you from the
right,
Jordan
then what do
card
you-
anyway.
No, I gave the Jordan card back.
20 years later, so that means he gets to use the GeForce Cuda for 20 years.
I still gave it back. Guilty conscience. I gave it back. What are you buying? What are you taking?
I'm struggling because
The chicane's too predictable. I feel like the chicane.
it was such an impressionable car.
This can change,
But
though.
yeah, I'm going back and forth between something I want to look at and something I want to drive.
Then hit them both.
I'm trying to find that. I think Rampage
I already
is
own the
that
sick
car
fish. Don't mess with it.
for look at and drive.
Yeah.
Look at. I've just loved Royce Glader's 36 that Pinky's built.
Yeah.
It's a great driver. He's driven the thing across the country multiple times.
Yeah.
It's not a performance like fun rip it around a road course type thing.
No, it's
It's
36 Ford.
Yeah. So
Do you think that you could pull it off?
no, I'm not.
I'll ask
either.
this to you. Do you think he could pull the 36 off?
Oddly,
That one with the convertible top up, you're sitting down far enough.
oddly, yeah. I feel like there's something about
Gentlemanly, like
Phil that puts him in a 36. It just suits him like a
with
36.
or without the doodle?
I didn't even think about the doodle. I'm not even going to bust balls. Like I don't even.
The 36 amazing.
It's
Yeah.
But I just
the dog's pretty fucking sweet too.
I know that you're
Golden Doodle.
Yeah.
Oh, it accents the 36 perfectly.
Yeah.
yeah with the little fighter glasses, the fighter goggles on.
The
I don't.
if we're going with
You're too picky of a fucking driver and constantly craving the performance aspect.
I know that's what
that
gets me.
I
off.
think that you're going to
yeah,
be
you're
like,
gonna fucking hate it.
this is going to be the ride
So-
home. That was cool. Where can I put this to look at it?
You need a fast car. You need you need a performance car. I feel like you need
Other
like a
one-
Rod Emery. You need a
I've gone back to the Russell built
Yeah.
Baja 911 multiple times. 'cause
That's what
just-
you need, but you're going to get
That's
in too
like
much trouble.
everything. Yeah,
You're going to
you
get
could
in
do
too much
anything
trouble.
in it.
that's gonna be a who's the dude the with the fucking long travel
Like Wilkie?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're gonna
That's
be
pretty cool,
ankle.
too.
Did you hear what happened at Ivanhoe Target?
You're gonna be ankle bracelet.
Or up the
Yeah.
golf course.
Phil's gonna have a fucking ripper ankle bracelet after that. After that. purchase.
All right, here's one. This is tough bringing it up. Kyle's second gen.
But take Kyle out of the mix.
Yeah. Well, then it
What-
loses a little bit.
what do you
of
mean?
allure.
Because the car had a prominence, I feel like, because of Kyle. There's no question about it. Kyle,
Made the car cooler?
I think so.
You're talking
Okay,
about
well, if he can't, he's not buying the car and a human. Of course,
Right,
Kyle's
no,
out
Oh,
of
there's
the
a cardboard cutout of
of Kyle in the passenger seat. A BFG Kyle
Yeah, but
cardboard
put that-
cutout.
Put
No.
I mean, let's be real here. Put that second gen Camaro out there. It's a fucking plain
Yeah,
Jane
there's not much to it.
blue Camaro that has some good suspension and a nasty motor.
But the car's pretty quick.
It's
Phil
hard
beat
to
him
get
every
the
time.
autocross
Imagine if Phil was
car.
driving the second gen.
Am I wrong? Am I wrong that Kyle gave the car
Yeah.
prominence?
No, you're not.
I'm sticking with the 36, I think.
I'm confused about what Kyle Camaro. I don't know. Is it
Kyle Tucker.
Oh, okay.
DSE
that's,
blue
That's
Camaro.
who I was thinking of.
For right now, we're going to bring this back up because we're going to.
God, so indecisive. South City's 30.
You can't. You've already picked. We've given you two choices.
We're bouncing all over it because when you bring up the Royce Glacier car, I instantly start thinking I overlooked the loaded 27.
That's where I went too,
29,
but I feel like
29.
it's
You can't.
not drivable.
You got to save it for next episode.
That's a showpiece. Though.
You got to hope somebody takes the
That's
GeForce
a-
Cuda
that's
from
a-
you.
That's a living room piece.
How about this? I have a
I'm
new
not driving
challenge.
that. Fucker.
Yeah.
Same challenge, but hot rod. So, like
Oh, Phil Becker's 32.
traditional hot rod,
The
built
mustard 32.
built in the past or present. But
Red
traditional hot
Sox
rod.
32.
Yeah.
Well, that's where I would go with the loaded. Pinky's loaded
Yeah, it's,
car.
it's the hot rod.
But then you go all
I
back.
also
I
like
hate
Hemrod.
Fuck, I hate. Yeah, the Hemrod's cool, but I hate. We give Troy so much fucking credit here, but the Rogers
Ritzau's.
32, Roger Ritzau's
Yeah.
32. That was
With the 19s on the back of it. Yeah.
it was such an
Green.
influential for
It was like the best looking
to take a 32
you could ever do.
Roadster
You had
and just make it gorgeous to set. how many times has the 32 Roadster been done to make it that much better?
Like
You
at
had
least 3 times.
you had the Doan Spencer car,
That's- yeah.
and then you had just time passed,
and then
people
yes,
played around,
That's a great.
and then you
way of-
had
That's a great way to describe.
then you had Troy build
Yeah.
the
Doan
Rose's car.
Spencer, 487,032 Roadsters.
Yep,
Troy's Roadster for Roger Rizzo,
yep.
and that's it. You know, I mean, there's been some cool ones. Henry,
Dave Lane's built some cool ones, and Henry's built some cool ones.
I don't know Dave Lane on the Roadster side. Dave Lane's built some fucking rad. Like he built some
5
killer
windows.
5 windows, 3 windows.
Yeah.
What has he done on the Roadster end?
He built that green Roadster for George. It's a cool car,
I don't remember it. No disrespect.
Let's
but
see a
I-
picture of it.
green
Yeah,
flames.
pull it up. Pull it up. I don't. Yeah, no
'Cause I
disrespect.
wanna-
Because Dave Lane's a fucking.
I'm glad he said it too, because I
Rockstar,
can't
I
think
don't
of which
remember
car it is.
Dave Ford.
car.
Dave Ford
Dave
car.
Ford car. Old.
What car was it that I'm thinking of?
Yeah. See, it's always been. I don't remember the Roadster. I remember the Vicky's sedans, 3 windows, the Phil Becker sedan. But I wish
Camel
he'd.
toe
I wish he'd have
racing
chopped
baby.
the shit out of that sedan.
I know, but it's
Yeah.
fucking cool like it is.
It is.
I like the car.
It's cool.
Never mind. I fucking change.
Go ahead.
Federale coupe. Fuck all y'all. That's the hot rod I take.
I feel like I'm surprised.
You remember that car?
Yeah. I do. I'm surprised you didn't pull a Cole Foster car just so you couldn't fucking cuddle with Cole Foster.
I've already given Cole enough love.
Yeah.
There's
Be like,
cars
I'd like
Salinas
to take,
boy.
Yeah,
The
I'd like to
original
take
Salinas
the Cole
He's coming.
Foster Nomad so we can fucking throw a fucking mattress and a
I'm not a Nomad fan.
Ooh, his Nomad's sick.
His
a
Nomad's
mattress
sick.
and a
I'm just not a
sleeping bag
Nomad.
in the back, and I can cuddle with him.
You know
If it
who?
gets-
You
if
know
it
who
gets
built
cold
the
out,
best
keep each
Nomad
other
of all
warm.
time, in my opinion? The Lee Pratt Nomad. Are you guys familiar with that car?
So Lee Pratt,
The artist.
he did the
Type
Lee
in,
Pratt did the
Yeah, what?
fucking 5 window, the with the bitch in flames, the white 5 window.
Type in
Right.
Lee Pratt Nomad, and then grab a hold of your armrest just so you don't get blown out of your chair real quick. That's how much I like this car. I know you're going to be like,
Oh
eh.
yes,
Yeah.
55.
It was in
That's a rad car.
it that
You got good taste, man.
It's looked like that since the '60s.
Yeah. Not a raised,
That was in the
raised rear
Raddatz
wheel
Journal
fan.
and the best part is the license plate. It's got an Iowa plate on it still.
That's the best part.
I don't know that that's the best part. It's just,
Well, he's from the Midwest, I guess is what I'm saying.
Yeah, little reverse flame lick on the
I
back.
pick
Yeah, those are like I think those are like Larry Watson seaweed
Yeah.
looking flames.
It's cool.
Yeah, it's got some obviously got some heritage. It's,
The we deviated. That's the word. Deviated off onto hot rod shit. My pick right now is chicane. Right, that's my pick. You have the GeForce Cuda,
yeah.
and you have the GeForce Cuda until somebody takes it from you. Okay,
Yeah.
you've said like 62
I
fucking
know,
cars, which
I
is the last.
so-
Your Royce is 36.
Royce is 36.
You own Royce's
Despite
36
the fact
right
that
now.
Eric won't come on the podcast, I'm sticking with it.
I know. We're gonna do Eric via a Zoom.
Let's call
He said
him.
he'd do a 15-minute.
No,
Crank
we're
him.
not. No, we're not. We're
Okay.
not fucking doing that.
So we're not doing it. He's coming in or not.
Yeah, either he's coming in or he's fucking not coming in.
I'm picking the GeForce. I mean the chicane. I loved everything about that car. It was a very memorable moment seeing it debuted.
What year did
Inside
that car
baseball,
get
my-
finished?
I've-
97?
No.
No,
Right,
it
earlier?
was 2001,
Early 2000s.
2002.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah, 100%.
No, it was
That was post
Yeah.
sniper, right?
2 or 3.
Post sniper.
Yeah, 2 or 3.
Chad had finished the Nomad. He debuted that the same year.
Yeah. At the Chrome Roadster shop on the quarter glass, and y'all were washing it in the hotel parking lot. I was watching you out through the window before we even knew each other.
Were you washing me?
Man,
Yeah.
I thought it was before that, but I'm losing track of time.
I've been married for 24 years and a couple months.
Congratulations, man.
And over those years, I've convinced my wife to do just about everything there is possible.
Like
However, she has
Don't
told
go into detail.
she has told me that she would do anything for the chicane. That's her number one
who
favorite.
owns that car?
You
build.
paid more for a fucking C8 Corvette than you could have bought that motherfucker for. So that was an unfortunate.
Yeah.
That people didn't know. I don't know. That's the problem with auctions.
What did it go for?
Yeah.
220?
No, it went in the
It broke
hundreds.
200.
Yeah.
I
No,
don't
it
think
was
so.
like-
Maybe
I-
after fees.
Yeah, I was gonna say I thought it was like 185 or
Yeah,
189
yeah.
or something like
Did
that.
it sell recently?
2 years ago
Yeah.
at
Who
Bear
owns
Jackson.
that now?
I don't know.
Some
Or
buddy.
it's
Yeah.
in a private collection.
That's the
somewhere.
problem with auctions and cars of that level. That's such an iconic car. We all idolize that car, but
Yeah, but we don't
I
have
don't
any
know.
money.
The only
yeah,
unfortunate,
we're all hot rod builders.
the only unfortunate
Well,
thing. So
you could come up with that money, but it's not the smartest thing
Dude,
to do.
collectively, you know what we should have done is we should have
community
treated that car like a timeshare.
Yeah.
We should have all collectively
Yes.
in the industry purchased that car, because really, like
then brought it back to
regionally,
Troy.
Midwest guys, we can have it in the summer. We can move
Yeah.
it around
move it
a
around.
little bit.
Go south for the winter.
Yeah.
My
Just routinely bring it back to Troy for
Yeah,
service
Troy.
work.
Troy
Dude, what's
obviously
the
is.
warranty?
we could
on
just
this
pass it around to all the shops,
Yeah, I
like
think
in
it
the
has a
click, and they
lifetime.
just
Troy will
warranty.
warranty it.
We
For
got-
everybody does just a little tweak. Everybody does a little
Yeah.
bit of a mod.
That's where my van was at, but we got to leave out the customs with the K.
Yeah.
Yes.
No customs
No
with the
customs with
K.
the K. My wife has historically, since it
likes
debuted,
it.
been about the chicane. However, just recently we rewatched Wolf of Wall Street, and
And
Solid tie-in.
I don't remember any cars.
she's
In
gotten
She's thinking of
So you're going to
White
do a bunch
test-
of Quaaludes
white
and drive around in
Testarossa.
your Lambo?
the white Testarossa now has taken.
Countach.
that was a Countach.
Countach was the wreck.
Yeah.
He was driving the white Testarossa before he even got to that point. When he's rolling down, when he's getting,
Remember that?
yeah, he's getting a little bit of a
yeah, the Countach was the short.
what
Yeah,
those in the know
I
call
know.
roadhead in the Testarossa. Yeah,
The white Testarossa. That's my fucking unicorn, dude.
you can never have one because I'm afraid of what's going to happen. I mean, she's already said what's going to happen.
Yeah.
It's just the hazards of.
Any listeners out there right now, if you know any white Testarossas for sale, hey, send a link. Pop it up on the OW.
Dude, this one's
page.
been a fucking riot.
It's been a fucking good time, guys.
You fucked yourself.
How?
Just so you know.
Why?
We're going to go off of air, and I want everybody to know, and you to know, had you not brought out the margaritas, we would have killed that bottle, and you would have autographed it. But you brought the margaritas out. There's still a
Man, hurry
swallow
up and
left.
kill it.
And
Dude, if we split that bottle
We
at
can
this
kill
point
it.
between five
It's
guys,
a little sip.
Yeah.
we got to kill the bottle. So keep this rolling. Kill the bottle.
we're changing the rules.
It's right there, dude.
I know.
It's right there.
I would
It's
just.
right there.
I know. I
Mine's
wanted
been
to.
Josh is
empty
gonna
for.
say
You
It's
guys
right
like
there.
it
It's
then.
it's not bad. Honestly,
And
it's not
actually,
bad.
Josh,
I always-
did
Spicy.
this.
I always get a little nervous.
did it, not him.
I always get a little nervous about like the local distilleries, but it's honestly pretty good. It is spicy, but it's not. It's got just a little punch of corn, but it's pretty decent.
Punch you in your corn.
Well, I think Ben did agree to this earlier. Anytime any one of you three stop by his shop, he'll supply you with a bottle of that. You can
Oh,
just swing in there and pick
that's
up your
the deal.
bottle.
Perfect. Yeah, see how easy that was.
I want to see how long I want to see how long the three of us keep the cars that we have. Because we're bringing this up next episode.
Doug's gonna try to buy it back, dude. There's no question about it. I'm not fucking selling it back to him.
I really think he's convinced. There is. I think this is a fun one to bring up because there's so many cars out there.
I do like that.
And the
I do
week,
like- because
the day and the week changes. You're like, you know what? Today I'd like to be driving home. This
Easy.
whoa,
Calm
he
down.
killed it quick. Damn, this muscle car or this hot rod or I mean, there's times there's
822 powered Civic. Whatever.
there's times the weather and the attitude is just right. I'm gonna fucking cruise home and rob Ida's Zephyr 40 Ford, the car he built,
Yeah.
the blue one.
39.
39. That's what I said. It's the blue one, the one that was there at the show. You know, there's things you see and you're like, man, I'd like to have that. I'd like to drive
I'll
that,
tell you
experience
what.
it.
You see, fucking Rob Ida's hitting the motherfucking gym lately.
Is he?
Oh my god,
Yeah,
dude!
he's
That
posting
motherfucker is
videos of him working out off of the.
No.
bulking the fuck up.
No.
Isn't he
Let's
working out?
give Rob Ida a little shout out here because I saw a fucking little short video. He was talking about his,
That's who he's got to come
he
in
needs to come
studio.
back.
He's got to come in
back.
studio.
Rob needs to come back and cut the fuck loose.
I know he was trying to be so like.
I think he needs
that
to cut
fucking
loose.
Jag is cool. Where I don't see any. Fucking
Yeah,
pictures.
he was talking about that Jag, and that fucking dude's swole.
Dude.
I'm telling you, I'm
that the
fucking
guy
telling you.
Wait a minute. Is that the Tucker guy that does
Yeah.
Tuckers?
Yeah.
In
Yeah.
L.A.?
Yeah, he's an interesting.
He's
kid,
in-
man.
He's in New York.
Oh.
Yeah, yes.
Other coast.
But
You guys are
interesting.
confused
So
the coast
he's-
thing. Yeah.
You know,
Well,
if I
there's
had
a-
a
talented fucking dude.
yeah, if I had another choice for someone to build a car, it would be him.
Because look, he fixed the whole car.
It's a 40 Mercury.
Yeah,
Okay,
Ford
Mercury. Yeah, you're
it's
right.
Mercury. Right? Yeah, Mercury's a better car.
Yeah, that chop looks good.
I still don't see any of
No, it's not that far. It must have been on something different.
Jerry's on his OnlyFans
But he was-
page.
it must
Yeah,
have been
that-
the only
No,
thing.
I saw
bringing
I
it
saw
full
the same
circle.
shit.
You know what
He
I'm talking about? Yeah.
he was like doing pull-ups and shit off of shop equipment.
No, right there. The underneath the fuchsia liner. That one.
This?
No, up one.
This?
Click on that. Yeah. Click on this video. Yeah.
I'm Rob Ida, and I'm here with my 1950 Jaguar XK120. Single seater, bubble top.
Am I right? Am I right?
Where's the pull-ups and the shirt off
No,
stuff?
this wasn't the one with the pull.
I swear I've seen him doing
No,
that.
this is. There's other ones like that, but this isn't like some homoerotic fucking fantasy. This is just Rob Ida. Just dude's fit, man.
Call him. Let's call him.
I don't have his number. You got you.
Email.
He's an hour.
Or text.
He's an hour later. It's
Yeah.
late there.
Rob, he's a dude, that dude's not ripped.
Go back to the fucking
Stop.
Go back to the fucking first picture.
Stop.
Go back to the beginning and tell me I'm fucking wrong. Watch where
That's an
I'm
angle.
wrong. I'm wrong.
That's an angle. Hey, he's,
No.
All right, I'll give you. He's more vascular and jacked than we've seen in the past.
yeah. He's actively
I
fucking
still
pumping iron, dude.
not that I need to see it. I'm hung up on this fictional video whatever
No,
platform you guys
I
seen
remember
these
the video.
pull-ups.
Yeah,
I remember the video.
Yeah.
There's
They
no
were
videos
dreaming
of you
about the
out there
same thing.
doing that shit.
No, there's not any videos
Yeah,
of me
because
out
it'd be
there.
like it's not a video. It's a one pull-up's a picture. Multiple pull-ups is a video. Like you can capture
Fuck you, I'll-
pull-up in a picture.
We'll do a feature length tomorrow if we want to just.
That didn't whoop your fucking ass. Whoop your ass.
Come on.
I guarantee it.
Come on.
Guarantee it.
Dude,
That's-
we've seen the little hats he wears. Come on. Seriously.
He's aging way better than you. So much better.
That's maybe a fact.
yeah.
But go back to the original statement. You know that's a lie.
Of what?
Change it.
Of what?
Change your story.
Of what?
He's not going to beat my ass. Come on.
Okay, hand-to-hand
Stop.
combat. I think you have more aggression. You might prevail in a physical altercation,
That's all I needed.
but I think
What other kind of fight is there?
but I think he outperforms you. If it's a fucking bodybuilding competition, I think he outperforms you. I think he looks
Okay.
better than you.
He probably does.
Yeah.
There's
Bodybuilding
That's fine.
superficial.
Yeah.
He's
You're
up there. He's up there in New York. They got all those kinds of.
You're a street fighter, dude.
They got
You're a street fighter. Rob fights
creams
Rob
and
fights in the
lathers
ring.
and all that stuff
He
for
fights in the
youth. He's- yeah.
That's a guy who needs to come back. I think
He's got to do
you're
it
right.
in
He's gotta do it
person. He's got. Yeah, we've already broke through the bullshit. We got to do it again. He's fucking talented dude.
I'm all intimidated by him coming in person.
No.
Probably a little
no.
bit.
They're gonna wrestle. You gonna put a mat out?
You don't think a little bit?
No. I'm intimidated. Skill set and knowledge. He's super fucking smart and way talented.
And like better physique than you and
Hey,
shit.
go to the fucking alley and see who's more talented. Let's do that. Now leave the TIG torch there, buddy. We're going out to where the men live.
He's just like a better version. of you,
He's
dude.
probably way better than me on everything.
So is this podcast gonna be like 5 minutes, or
We're gonna have
everything's
shit
gonna
out
cut
of
out of it?
No, dude, we're 3:25 in. We got to get Sharpies to.
Yeah, well, that's a bottle kill.
Yep.
Yeah,
Which is
buddy.
good.
They spent some money on the bottle
They did.
They did, yeah.
sideshow on the side.
Well, when you guys come in a couple months, you can pick your own. Well, that's silver.
When do you think we're going to pick booth vehicles?
Like final pick, like done, set in stone.
Probably better just do it now.
Yeah.
I don't think it's set in stone until probably about 3 weeks before, because you got the dropouts, dude.
You said this is all planned
Well,
Friday.
so
we
before
cannot
you-
do
Yeah.
that.
So
We
here's the
cannot do
deal:
that.
it's planned out, but at the same time, we plan it out. The builders, guys, are going to drop out. There's always the last minute of like,
I gotta
dude,
sign that too.
No, what I'm saying is
You
we
can
have
lay it
to
on there and trace it if you want.
we have to notify the ones that we're allowing
Okay.
now, because there's some poaching going on, right?
Yeah.
Lots of other booths out there want to grab some vehicles, so we have to make a commitment. I'm just trying to think of when that.
what do you think's the best cutoff date?
It needs to happen.
Sooner or later. Columbus.
It needs to happen. It needs to happen by Columbus-ish, sometime in July. If anybody's listening now, if you have not submitted an entry for
But
a build,
I mean, you got to have your secondary vehicles too, because there's always
I
a
think
chance.
we should. Yeah.
well, there's not. Right now, it's not a problem of getting more applicants. I want to make sure we give everybody a chance to get applied.
Okay.
So there's enough for 3 booths now.
Then buy 3 booths.
That's expensive, brother.
Well, as,
We only got one.
as,
Breaking news: the booth spots now, the applications actually come with a fee.
as time progresses.
What is a booth cost anymore? I don't know.
Well,
It's
you
not
know,
cheap,
no
dude.
bullshit. You know, because
I was just checking to
not
see if
the
you
size
guys
of
know.
the size of the booth that has those cars. We go back to that original. Remember that thing? I was like, you get this much for this car, and this much for this car. It would be the more expensive car.
Yeah.
You get one of those cars, and it.
I think that I think Columbus Good Guys is probably a good deadline for it. I'm sure there's going to be some unexpected. Oh shit! Like I hit a wall. This happened.
I don't have a
this
problem
paint
with-
shop. This upholstery shop. This
We're gonna have
Customer budget,
we're gonna have the
whatever.
ones that we commit to that we have to backfill with somebody. That's just nature of the beast. But we have to pick the ones that have at least submitted that say for sure right now that they're gonna be there.
Yeah.
Right now, there's well more than a dozen that aren't even a question of if they're gonna be there. They're committed.
Okay, so
100%.
here's the deal. Well, more than a dozen, and you know what it takes to. How many cars did we have last year? 8.
Sure.
What would it?
11, 10.
How many was
It
it?
was 8 in the booth and 2
Okay.
on the thing.
So if you wanted to take 8 cars and turn it into 16, how would you do that?
Multiply by 2.
Make smaller cars.
CRXs.
You would
You
stack.
could have
one-
like 40 CRXs in there.
You would stack one car on top of the other. There's companies out there that do things like that can make that happen.
So you're.
Call the Freeman. And
I'm
dangle
fucking
them from the
presenting. I'm
ceilings.
presenting an opportunity.
I'm with you.
dude.
But your answer is let's get more of them and figure out a place to put them.
Yes. That's well, to an extent. I mean, let's not get fucking silly. But
Gonna hang
if
one
there's
from the rafters spinning in the little.
That would probably
dude,
be
if we
expensive.
could,
Yeah.
If there was
Yeah, Freeman ain't
if
cheap.
there was a opportunity to present 12, 14
I'm with you.
of the top fucking
I'm good,
cars
I'm
in the
good.
SEMA show, and it only took an effort from a company that knew how to show more cars in a small space.
You mean like some type of lifting device, like
Perhaps.
a bin pack or.
Yeah, if I were that company, I would rise to the occasion. I would be like, "This
You
is
guys
a fucking
need this.
opportunity."
Yeah.
I would see the opportunity and I would jump on it.
Say you had 6 lifts in there, right?
Yeah.
12 cars.
Yes.
You swap them at every day.
Got
So
because you got to see the top and the
you got to
bottom,
see the
right?
top and the bottom.
Yes.
You know what that also makes is that makes all 12 of them. That's not just SEMA ready.
That's
That's underside ready
Yeah,
too.
that's underside ready.
Underside isn't a problem. Drivability ready might be.
Undersight, yeah.
Well, the parts just got to be there.
There hasn't been anything that's shown up. There's been one that I know of that's shown
Dude, this
up.
is my. The theme
But
of the theme of this
depending on how low it is determines how clean you need to get underneath at SEMA.
The theme of this podcast is me with my calls to action. I'm fucking calling to action this podcast.
It's Jeremy's calls to action.
Yeah, that's better than shout-outs. Better than shout-outs. And there's only two guys I can think of. There's Ben Pack, and there's Rotary. There's two fucking guys out there. Anybody else? I'm not that interested in fucking hearing from them. You know?
What if somebody else came about that says, you've never heard of us, but we'd like to put our lifts in their booth?
Well, present a case for it. Present a case for it.
They have lifts that they'll give us. That's
Present
their case.
a case for it. I'm not one to market things that aren't fantastic, right? This shop right here, there are Ben Pack lifts and there are Rotary lifts. And that is
Speaking of that, what are we going to do with that lift?
We got room in the trailer. We'll take it.
Yeah.
I gotta go use the restroom. I'll be back.
Yeah,
Hey.
go ahead.
This has been a fucking blast.
It has been
An absolute blast.
He's got
We
a
did.
question. Hang on, we've got
Yeah.
a hand raise.
I just got to use the bathroom also.
Oh,
I think that's it, dude.
we've done fucking amazing. This has been a fucking blast. Didn't know where it was going to go. This has been a really fun time. Hope everybody else enjoyed it. The ones that
I had fun.
I had fun. Did you have fun?
I did. A little nervous at the front, but, whatever.
It's just how that we drank enough and the nerves go away.
Yeah.
We'll see you again next week.